You're watching Bluffton Tigers Athletics on BHMSD TV, brought to you by the Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club. We'll be right back after this break.
Coverage by the Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club is made possible thanks to the Wells County Foundation. Thank you for supporting the BHS student body.
Starting during the 2025-26 school year, the Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club is excited to bring you coverage of the Bluffton Tigers on BHMSD TV.
The Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club would like to thank the Wells County Foundation for the generous grant to make these broadcasts possible.
This coverage of the Bluffton Tigers is brought to you by the Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club. We'll be right back on BHMSD TV after this break.
This webcast would not be possible without the support of the Wells County Foundation. We thank the Wells County Foundation for their continued support of the BHMSD students and the Wells County community. Starting during the 2025-26 school year, the Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club is excited to bring you coverage of the Bluffton Tigers on BHMSD TV.
The Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club would like to thank the Wells County Foundation for the generous grant to make these broadcasts possible. You're watching Bluffton Tigers Athletics on BHMSD TV, brought to you by the Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club. We'll be right back after this break.
Coverage by the Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club is made possible thanks to the Wells County Foundation. Thank you for supporting the BHS student body.
Starting during the 2025-26 school year, the Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club is excited to bring you coverage of the Bluffton Tigers on BHMSD TV.
The Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club would like to thank the Wells County Foundation for the generous grant to make these broadcasts possible.
This coverage of the Bluffton Tigers is brought to you by the Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club. We'll be right back on BHMSD TV after this break.
This webcast would not be possible without the support of the Wells County Foundation. We thank the Wells County Foundation for their continued support of the BHMSD students and the Wells County community. Starting during the 2025-26 school year, the Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club is excited to bring you coverage of the Bluffton Tigers on BHMSD TV.
The Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club would like to thank the Wells County Foundation for the generous grant to make these broadcasts possible.
All field events will begin in 5 minutes. Again, all field events beginning in 5 minutes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to BHMSD TV here in Bluffton, Indiana. I'm Michael Vandergold. This is a weird thing for me to do, a part of BHMSD TV. I'm the kind of sponsor of the student broadcasting thing, but being a first-time track meet, wanted to help out my two guest commentators here tonight. Going to have Elliot Brown, Jr., who is running production as well as his younger brother, Jeremy Brown. They're going to be helping out with the call as well. On camera, we're going to have Isabella Combs all night long. So it's very nice to kind of have this. Excited to bring this coverage to you all here for some conference track and field action. Both of you have been a part of this track program for a few years. Jeremy, I know you were just saying, did a couple years in middle school, first year high school as a freshman. Elliot, I think you've done just about every single event that you can imagine in track and field.
Chance.
So what does it kind of feel like? I know it's middle school, but this is a big event for these young athletes. So what does it feel like coming out here and competing in this conference championship?
Well, it's definitely exciting. Like you said, it's just middle school, so I'd say it's not quite as exciting as any of the high school championship meets have felt. And it doesn't always get as much, not as coverage or talk as the high school events, but I remember being a middle schooler being really excited about the conference meet. And it's a little bit stressful, but also it's towards the end of the season, it's kind of like almost resolved.
Yeah, it's just like really a moment where everything is coming together.
Yeah.
Right? And this is quite possibly the biggest meet that these young individuals have taken part in. I mean, I can think back to 21 years ago and be like, this is a huge deal. Like, this is great. This is awesome.
It definitely feels very important.
Yeah. And it's a chance for some of these kids to kind of step up and make a statement as to what the future of their high school programs are going to kind of consist of as well. Jeremy, like being a freshman, just so middle school is a little bit fresher on your mind, like, is this an event where you feel like around the middle school hallways and everything at Bluffton, like it's something where the athletes and students are getting excited about for?
It definitely gets talked about. I remember hearing about it in classes, being like, oh, you're running this or running that. And yes, it gets talked about. It's hyped up. It's a thing that middle school teachers show up to, middle school students show up to, all of the athletes' parents show up. It's a big thing for these athletes.
Yeah, and hopefully now that we're covering this here on YouTube, that some of them will come back and take a look at it and just kind of see what we see up here, and it's always fun preserving these kind of memories. I was talking to Elliot, his 8th grade year. I was on the field just kind of taking some pictures, just going around, and those have been popping up in my Facebook memories. And it's just funny now seeing you guys all grown as juniors and seniors and such. I guess juniors, sophomores, and freshmen. And it's just kind of fun seeing those baby faces and still competing at a high level at the high school as well. I'm sure there's some of these other high schoolers in the background from the other schools too. So it's fun stuff to kind of take a look at. So as we do kind of get into some things here tonight, field events will be starting here in about 2 minutes at 5:30. I think a couple of these things that we should kind of be interested in taking a look at is some of these records going on. A lot of these records that we see in the ACAC, I know a lot of the high school kids are like, man, some of these records are so old. Like, these schools aren't even in the ACAC anymore. It's like, yeah, like Cherubusco, Leo, Norwell have quite a few of these records. I think Garrett has a couple still. But there's a few on this night that I feel like could be likely to be broken. And on the guy side, as we have pulled up the open events around the track, the 200 and 400 marks by Reed Rohrbacher of Leo and Brett Radcliffe of Norwell. And neither one of those schools being in the ACAC anymore, but Davin Dreyer of Bluffton, he's run times faster in the 200 this year and just right, I think, within range on the 400. So it'll be interesting to see how Davin can go. But I know just seeing Davin compete this year, he's going to be asked a lot to kind of step up for the Tigers. Other ones, I think the 200 hurdles, Cam Bauman of South Adams, really close to that 27.66. And I think one that may very likely get broken, Eli Litchfield of Heritage, has thrown 157 feet, 1 inch. The record currently is held by somebody Rhodes from Woodland all the way back in 1983, a record that has been so long held. Like, how cool would that be to see a middle schooler be able to break that tonight? Over on the girls' side, around the track, I really feel like the Tinley Evans of Heritage Middle School or Heritage Junior High has quite a few options, whether it's the 100, 200, or 400. She's a 6th grader running a 101.80 in the 400. I believe.
Wow.
I'll pull up here.
That's wild.
And
From Heritage, Malin Harris.
yeah, where'd that go?
Boys high jump.
Yeah, Tinley Evans, a 6th grader, 13:10 in the 100, a 27:40 in the 200, and a 101.80 in the 400 this year. Like, that's a 6th grader
That's impressive.
running times that could get school records. The newest one of those three is 1987, and there's a 6th grader from Heritage that may be able to break those. As well as there's two others. There's a Coulter and Neuenschwander from Southern Wells who can, shorthand here. Coulter from Adams Central and Aubrey Neuenschwander from Southern Wells, both going to be able to make that 400 a race as well. So it'll be interesting to see if that record is able to survive with 3 highly competitive runners there. The Heritage 4x4 team, they've run a 4:25 this year. They can break the school's own record from 2003, which is 4:31.6. And then Inslee Dahmer of Heritage, I think she gets both of the throws tonight. She's thrown 36 feet in the shot put and 94 feet 11 inches in discus so far this year. For pole vault, both of those kind of just date back to last year, as it was newly added in at the high school level. Woodland and Heritage, the only two competing in it tonight. But the lone pole vaulter this year, his seed height is 6'6". That's the pole vault record for the boys. And then Inslee Dahmer, she may go for 3 meet records here tonight, as she's currently the pole vault holder and very well could break her own record tonight. So it'll be kind of excited to see those take shape.
From Heritage, Alex Johnson. From South Adams, Hector Rengel.
I think we're going to see if we can get the camera panned over. I think the high jump is about ready to get started. So we're going to take a look there, bring up the field. It looks like the girls will be getting things started in high jump.
Girls shot put from Bluffton, Cheyenne Sonicson. From Adams Central, Lauren Hout. From South Adams, Zoe Litweiler. From Jay County, Amy Cervantes. From South Adams, Ava Martins. From Southern
So
Wells,
Jeremy, go ahead and read through the start list for the girls high jump here tonight.
Arabella Link.
Number 1, Neuenschwander from Bluffton.
Central, Kenley.
Number 2,
What is she jumping as?
she's
well?
jumping 3.6.
Woodland, Grace Hammond. From Southern
Mackenzie White from Bluffton, jumping 3.9.
and the girls shot put.
Taylor Smith from Southern Wells, jumping 3.10.
The boys shot put tonight.
Charlotte Connor from Woodland, jumping 4.
From South Adams, Harold Smith.
Meredith Wise, also from Woodland, also jumping 4.
Cody Brown. From Jay County,
Langley Schoaf from AC, jumping 4. Rowan Quickery from Southern Wells, jumping 4.
Adams Central, James Smith.
Kirby, Jake from Jay County, jumping 4.4. JJ Reynolds from Jay, jumping 4.4. Mallory Ehrman from Heritage, jumping 4.6. And Malin Harris from Heritage, jumping 4.6.
I don't blame you at all, so yeah, I'll shoot it to you. But all right, two of our runners, Elliot and Jeremy Brown. So taller, blondish. He was one of our pole vault. He's been pole vaulting this year. He used to throw. He's done everything.
First call, girls 100-meter dash prelims.
Yeah, probably not.
First call,
So
girls 100-meter dash prelims.
yeah, thank you. You too. Bye.
The participants in the girls discus tonight. From Bluffton, Cheyenne Sonicson. From Bluffton, Melina Moya. From Adams Central, Laney Show. From Jay County, Arabella Link. From Adams Central, Kenley Henning. From South Adams, Zoe Litweiler. From Jay County, Selena Hambrod. Go ahead, press box.
Does look like first attempt
10-4.
by, I believe that was Mackenzie White, going as a miss. got a lot of different field events going on. Again, as we take a look around the field, looking over at the discus area and throwers, we'll give some shout outs to them as well. Looks like we're starting with the boys discus throws. Who do we got here tonight, Jeremy?
From Jay County, Ricky Reel, throwing 67-1. From Southern Wells, Josiah Bricker, throwing 67-7.5. From South Adams, Harold Smith, throwing 69-5. From Jay County, L.J. Carter, throwing 69-5.5. From South Adams, Gavin Richards, throwing 74-10. From Bluffton, Reed Harris, throwing 77-5. And from Southern Wells, Leland Heath, throwing 79-9.5.
And what about girls shot put? Who do we have competing tonight?
From Bluffton, Cheyenne Sunnickson, with no mark. From AC, Lauren Hook, from throwing 22-8. From South Adams, Zoe Litwiller, throwing 23-8. From Jay County, Viashi Cervantes, throwing 24-8. From South Adams, Ava Martins, throwing 25-10. From Southern Wells, Casey Needler, throwing 26-6. And from Bluffton, Melina Moyo, throwing 28-5.
And who's going to be in the second flight of? Did you get both flights there? And then second flight will also be
From Jay County in the second flight, Arabelle Link, throwing 29-1. From Heritage, Kendall Gerber, throwing 29-2. From Adams Central, Calais Henning, throwing 29-3.5. From Woodland Middle School, Bella Payne, throwing 31-11.5. Throwing Woodland, Grace Hammond, throwing 32-2. From Southern Wells, Elsa Franks, throwing 33-9. From Heritage, Inslee Dahmer, throwing 36-9.
And Inslee Dahmer, and she's probably going to be in pursuit of her three. And I see that she's also long jumping. So she's doing lots of field events here tonight. First attempt at 13.15. You guys can follow along on live results, milesplit.live, and just look for that ACAC middle school meet, courtesy of South Adams Timing. Do appreciate that. And then as we take a look at the pole vault, again, very few in the field. If we take a look at both boys and girls vaulters, because they will be competing at the same time, just the height rising as it goes. Start with the girls.
The girls, starting from Woodland, Ruby Ottenweller, jumping 5 foot flat. Also from Woodland, Elise Clark, also jumping 5 foot flat. And from Heritage, Inslee Dahmer, jumping 8 foot. And then there's only one competitor for the boys, Keller Smith from Woodland, jumping 6'6".
And I'd be interested to see when Keller enters into the pole vault field. I mean, any of these young athletes, I think pole vault, Ellie, I know you've been doing pole vault this year.
Yes.
Like, it's an event that I don't think I could convince myself to try. So, like, how is it that you guys are able to overcome that height and everything?
So it's a little bit of bravery, a little bit of blind faith, and a little bit of stupidity. Honestly, we talk a lot about how you make every vault count, so that if something goes wrong, you still try your best. And it can be really scary the first few times you do it. So I know that our coach had me just feel the bend a few times, which is just running at it and then planting the pole, and not trying to go over bar, not trying to lift my legs up, just feeling how the pole bends to get used to it. It's definitely an act of faith in that pole.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. It's fun to have involved in this ACAC meet and just kind of in every meet as well. I think excited to see a lot of the Bluffton athletes finding something to latch onto, and just seems like it's something that you guys are finding passion about and really growing and excelling at. I know, as I see you walking across the track right now, Addison Raber, the first record holder in Bluffton school history, and current record holder as
Yes.
well, ACAC champion in the pole vault and 100-meter dash. So it's nice to have that event. And then the last final field event that is active right now, we have long jump. I believe they will be going cafeteria style, so it will be boys and girls just kind of interchanging on their long jump attempts here throughout the night.
Boys.
In boys long jump today, from Southern Wells, we have Parker Carroll jumping 13.7.5. From AC, Henry Michaels jumping 13.9. From Jay County, Marcus Denny jumping 14.1.5. From Woodland Middle, Zach Burgo jumping 14.6.5. From Southern Wells, Rhett Tucker jumping 14.6.5. From Bluffton, Lev Muncie jumping 14.7. Also from Bluffton, Bodie Fichter jumping 14.10.75. From Jay County, Virgil Camfori jumping 14.11. From Heritage, Alex Johnson jumping 14.11.75. From South Adams, Hector Rangel jumping 16.1.5. From AC, Leonardo Duran jumping 16.5.5. South Adams, Cam Bauman jumping 16.6. From Heritage, Titus Foster jumping 17.5. And finally from Woodland, Boston Gerdo jumping 17.5.
And what about the girls' field and long jump?
From Bluffton, Hayden McLevin with no mark. From Southern Wells, Ellie Heim with no mark. From Bluffton, Milena Mayo jumping 9.9. From AC, Hayden Rambo jumping 10.7. From South Adams, Kiana Weedland jumping 10.9.5. From Southern Wells, Alexis Suderman jumping 11.2.5. From AC, Abby Rowe jumping 11.6. From South Adams, Kendra Slutter jumping 11.10. From Jay County, Payson Rickard jumping 12. From Jay County, Jordan Camp jumping 12.8. From Heritage, Maylin Harris jumping 13.1. From Woodland, Faith Hoppenupper jumping 13.9.5 from Heritage. Inslee Dahmer jumping 14.8. And from Woodland, Hannah Romek.
And for those of you unfamiliar, the field events, long jump, they will all get 3 attempts. And then I believe the top 9 will be called back into a final round, and they will get 3 more attempts as well. And any one of their 6 jumps, whether it's in the prelims or the finals, will count towards their best mark. If there's by chance a tie, which did happen in the girls' conference championships at the high school level, that will end up going to their second best mark. That was won out by Anna Lehman of South Adams last Friday night. That'll be similar for shot put and discus. Again, they will all get 3 attempts, 2 different flights, so that they don't have as much rest in between. The top 9 will get called back for the finals. Whereas pole vault and high jump, that bar just climbs incrementally, and you come in whenever you feel like you are ready to go. You get 3 attempts at each height. And as I look at the live standings, it does appear as all 3, or yes, the 2 Woodland competitors, Elsie Clark and Ruby Ottenweller, both have cleared heights. So Ottenweller is currently sitting in second of the 3. She cleared 5 foot. Elsie Clark is currently past 5'6", so will be attacking 6 foot here soon. And Inslee Dahmer of Heritage yet to attempt, so surely she'll be coming in here soon. Is that a risk to take, though, Elliot, or is it tactical because you know that you can get it and just trying to preserve some energy?
In which height to start in?
Yes.
So it can go both ways. So coming in so most meets for high school, boys come in at 8. Depending on whether we have a competitor who can't get that high and they're trying to get a score on, we may come in lower. But if you jump 11.6, there's not really a reason to come in at 8 when you know you can consistently get 10. Additionally, it also can hurt you to come in below the height. I know we had a high school competitor this year that when he came in lower than he expected to, it would throw him off and he couldn't compete. He would, for example, if he came in at 8.6, he'd struggle to clear 8.6, but if he came in at 9, he'd be completely fine at 9. But additionally, it also helps to have that confidence boost of having cleared heights. before you go into the one that you're not sure you can get. So it can go both ways. It's kind of there's a special error line there on where you should come in.
So we do have the first heat of the girls 100-meter prelims. I believe that's going to be that aforementioned Tinley Evans and Hayden McElveen getting their 2 secure spots for the finals. It'll be the top 2 finishers in each of the 2 heats. Go ahead and throw up the first heat there, Elliot. So they secure their spots in the finals, and then the next 4 times. So as long as you finish 1 or 2, you will be ones to advance. So we will be looking at the second heat as well. Who do we have competing here, Jeremy?
In the second heat, from AC in lane 1, Josie Schmucker running a 15.5. In South Adams in lane 2, Eden Sprunger running a 14.74. From Woodland in lane 3, Hannah Ramek running a 13.94. From Jay County, Jordan Champ running a 13.25. From Jay County in lane 5, JJ Reynolds running a 13.35. From Southern Wells in lane 6, Elise Schreider running a 13.94. And from South Adams in lane 7, Ava Mertens with a 14.77.
As we go forward, I'm muted right now. Does that read the marks? Maybe just the best one, and even then, may not need to read any of those. Yeah. So thank you. And we're off here on the second preliminary 100-meter dash. Looks like both Jay County runners out in the lead here. And that's going to be Jordan Champ and J.J. Reynolds securing 2 spots for the Patriots. Looking like Woodland Warriors, Hannah Rimke likely being one to get called in. I think finishing 3rd in those prelims should be pretty well safe to get in there. Next up, we're going to be switch over to the boys 100-meter dash trials. Who's in section 1 here, Jeremy?
Heat 1, we have from Bluffton Christian Clubs. From Heritage, Eli Litchfield. From South Adams, Nashawn Ramirez. From Jay, Ferdinand Meji Lopez. From South Adams, Cam Bauman. And from Southern Wells, Gavin Bieberstone. And finally, from Jay County, Virgil Campforia.
So Campo Fiore, I know that's a lot of these names. It's just interesting to see because you see a lot of these names at the high school level as well. So it's just kind of fun to see like these families kind of committing to the track and field. See if I can find the official results in the girls' preliminary round. It looks like Fernando of Jay County and Ramirez of South Adams looking to be 2 of the favorites, as well as Bauman of South Adams. And a tactic here as well. Like, this isn't where individuals will win the meet. So the 100 and 200 trials, it's always kind of interesting. You may see faster times in the finals, but for some, like, they may need to get that PR to get to the finals as well. So it's just you got to race all the way through the line. And they're off here on the first section of 2. And it looks like Bauman of South Adams will be taking the easy entry into the final round, as well as his teammate Nashawn Ramirez for the Starfires. So a good-looking start there for South Adams. It's always nice to get those pretty well secure potential for points there to get the meet started. So take a look at Flight 2, Heat 2 here in the 100. Jeremy, who do we have competing?
From AC, we have Josie Schmucker.
Boys.
Oh, that's my
Boys
fault.
100. You're good.
From AC, still from AC, Caleb Usham. From Woodland, Liam Switpunkville.
I would say Swetzfickle.
What he said. Southern Wells, Weston Ziegler. From AC, Leandro Duran. From Woodland, Boston Garoto. From Heritage, Luke Dillon. And from Bluffton, Lev Muncie.
Again, the top 2 will automatically qualify, and then we'll take a look at the next best times. The way the ACAC has adapted the event order as well, going 100 trials, the hurdle trials, 4x800 meter relay, and then 200 meter trials. Try to give those short sprinters a little bit more time in between their trial events to get the best attempts possible. So Duran of Adams Central being the top seed, and Girard of Woodland being the next best seed. They're in lanes 4 and 5. And it looks like the Sweatfickle of Woodland kind of giving a run for his money, but Girard kind of taking it at the last second, likely both being in nice and securely as well. So take a look at the girls 100 meter preliminary final preliminaries, the results there, seeing if I can find the finals.
Last call, girls 100 meter hurdles.
So that's looking like it was maybe. Looks like Tinley Evans, Jordan Champ, so Tinley Evans of Heritage, Jordan Champ of Jay County, J.J. Reynolds of Jay County, Hayden McElveen of Bluffton, Hannah Rimke of Woodland, Elsie Schneider of Southern Wells, Stella Levens of Heritage, and Adelie Pitzer of Woodland making it into the finals of the 100-meter dash on the girls' side. As we do get the hurdle crew getting set up, see if I can find the boys' preliminaries. Looks like it'll be Bauman of South Adams, Duran of Adams Central, Girard of Woodland, Sweatfickle of Woodland, Ramirez of South Adams, Ziegler of Southern Wells, Mahia Lopez of Jay County, and Bieberstein of Southern Wells. So as we look at the hurdles, Elliot, this is the one event that you have yet to do.
That is true. I have not hurdled.
I attempted for the second time in my life yesterday. Did not work out too well. Jeremy, you've had a lot more success. So what does it take to hurdle?
You got to get your timing right and your steps right. It's very important that you have your timing right.
And who do we have competing in this first section?
For the 100 hurdles, the first heat from Bluffton, Abby Stately, also from Bluffton, Ariana Hammer, from Woodland, Eva Koch, from Jay County, Macy DeHoff, from Jay County, Arabelle Link, and from Southern Wells, Taylor Smith. And it looks like Eva Koch is the favorite.
So I thought we'd have a little bit more time with the hurdle crew, but Bluffton hurdle crew being nice and efficient there as the runners are off in this first section. Does look like Ava Cook. I've heard this name pronounced K-O-C-H pronounced in so many different ways. I've heard Cook many times as well. And it looks like Hammer as the number 2. Cook taking this one quite easily. And right behind Hammer is going to be Macy DeHoff of Jay County. As they do their little bit of adjustments on the hurdles, who do we have competing in Section 2?
In Heat 2, from Southern Wells, Ellie Heim, from AC, Maylee Fichter, from Heritage, Mallory Ehrman, from Heritage, Grace Lehrman, from Woodland, Willia Breaker, and from Adams Central, Abby Rowe.
And Mallory Ehrman looking to be the favorite here in this first heat. Grace Lehrman, teammate of Heritage, looking to be that number 2 runner here. It always cracks me up seeing the sprinters as a distance coach, just seeing how long it takes for them to get into their blocks. Distance runners just kind of step up to the line, and they give them no time to get ready.
I've always thought that was funny, yeah.
As this second section is off and running. It does look like the seeds trying to hold true so far. Ehrman and it looks like Fichter, Maylee Fichter of Adams Central, going to be that second automatic qualifier. And they will lock in those 2 spots. Very likely that Grace Lehrman, and maybe a little bit of a tactical decision of trying to reserve some of that energy for the finals of everything. And they will clear off the track. They're moving the hurdles back to the blues, and they will bump it up, I believe, just one mark for the boys 110-meter hurdles. And, Elliot, this is the one that you compete in. And, again, it's just a fun event that just really compiles all the coordination, the timing, and speed.
This is the one Jeremy competes in.
Yes, it is. Sorry, Elliot. We were talking, yeah. I've got the brothers up here, and it's just, all right, which one am I talking to
We're
here?
basically the same person.
As long as I'm not calling you
disagree with
Andrew
you.
or Leo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
So who do we have competing in the first heat for the boys?
First heat from Adams Central, Jordan Shakir. Also from Adams Central, Quinn Powell. From Woodland, Justin Kelly. From Bluffton, Bodie Fechter. And from Southern Wells, Cash Jenkins. It appears that Justin Kelly is the favorite, with Bodie Fechter behind him.
Justin Kelly, lane 5 from Bluffton, Bodie Fechter, lane 6 from Southern Wells, Cash Jenkins.
The meet record in this event is held by Logan Macklin of Adams Central, set in 2015 at 16.75 seconds. So it's going to take quite the PR for someone to get that tonight.
At least the high school one is digital. Is it? Has a Google Doc. Okay. But I'm pretty sure I'm the one that updates it. Okay. Well, I went back because I was looking for first names to announce for relays, and these guys down there.
And this first section is off and running. Looking like Kelly of Woodland well out in front. And this is one of those situations. I think hurdles may be a little bit different than the 100 just because the timing between hurdles. But one of those like, hey, let up a little bit, let up a little bit. You're well in first. You're well in second. You don't need to exert all that energy. It looked like Bodie Fechter of Bluffton getting that second spot as well. But it's a tough thing, right? I mean, these are seven middle schoolers, junior high kids, and it's a learning experience to it. It's always something that's interesting in track and feels like, hey, like, know when to go 100%, know when to kind of dial it back a little bit. So what about Heat 2 here, Jeremy?
From Southern Wells, Liam Thomas. From Jay County, Aiden Lloyd. From Bluffton, Harrison Brooker. From Woodland, Malachi Long. From Jay County, Marcus Denny. And from Heritage, Grayson Profodi. And Harrison Broker is the favorite.
Yeah, so it'd be nice for Bluffton, who didn't get anybody in the open 100 on the boys' side, if they can secure 2 here in the hurdles. And it's always seems to be Bluffton, like it's just a weird kind of pattern. Like it's like we get 2 solid hurdlers at the high school level. One tends to be like a junior freshman or senior sophomore that next year, and it seems to be like we're in a spot where Bluffton may be in that similar thing. Like we're graduating Eli Birch. Parker Barnes move into a junior role. Harrison Broker come in as a freshman. It just seems like a nice little system that Bluffton has developed in the hurdle side.
I'm here too, Vandy.
You are.
I'm
Yes,
here too.
I know you are. And again, but it's like learning from those guys and
Yeah.
like continuing that success. And Broker is looking clean through the first 3-4 hurdles, as Long of Woodland trying to keep close on him. So those two, again, very securely into the final round there, or Baroker and Long. We'll find the others, the other qualifiers here shortly. Again, you can catch all this live results on Mile Split, in.milesplit.com. We'll be coming up to an event that I have really grown to love quite a bit, the 4x800 meter relay. This is relatively new still to the middle school competition. I believe this is the 4th year of the 3,200 meter relay. The record in this event is held by the team from Bluffton. That was Cora Kunkel, Abigail Ramsier, Addison Sonicson, and Grace Fry. Their time of 10 minutes, 54.47 seconds was set their 8th grade year in 2024. 3 of those 4 of that relay team were on the ACAC championship winning 4x8 last Friday. So that's going to be a tough record to break if anybody is going to get that.
Here are the qualifiers. The girls 100-meter hurdles.
So there are the times for today's relay squads, and each individual will be running 2 laps
From Jane County, Macy Dehoff.
and doing more of a shuffle exchange here.
From Bluffton, Abby Staley.
I know, Elliot, you've run some 800s, right? So
Yes,
how
I
does it
have.
how does it feel in an 800? Like and I guess where does it kind of rank in regards to all the different track events?
I honestly feel like everybody says their track event is the hardest track event, but for me, the 800 has been the most difficult because it's not the flat-out sprint that any of the shorter distances are, and it's not the long slog of the 1 mile or 2 mile. It's much more strategic in that you have to go fast the first 200 and then maintain that pace and then kick at the end.
I think a lot of people say how the 400 is one of the toughest events, but I just feel like the 8, if you run it the right way or the wrong way, if you will, it's just back-to-back 4s, and
It
it
is.
like a lot of like in the higher levels, like it's not really a run. It is more so an 800-meter dash, and
Yeah.
it is grueling. It is not for the faint of heart.
It is. That is definitely accurate.
That's why I'm a sprinter.
Oh, thank you. You're the best. You're the best. Thank you very much.
So it does look like Bluffton has a mix of 7th and 8th graders. I'm not familiar with most of the other junior high runners, but it looks like Bluffton's going Sophia Robles, Naomi Fry, Willow Todd, and Aaron Ramsier. So Ramsier and Fry being younger sisters of the 2, Grace and Abby, who are the part of the record-holding relay teams. But I do know when I was up here during the tri-meet with, or maybe it was just a duel with Heritage, they had quite the strong 4x8. So it'd be interesting to see where things go. Heritage is the favorite with an 11:30. I know Bluffton doesn't have a seed time in here, but they were right on the heels of the Heritage team. But it was, I believe that was Emmy Dahmer. So I wonder if I'm sure there's a relation to Tinley somewhere down the line. But it'll be interesting to see how this race can shape out. And they'll get things started, and it will be a gradual, like they will break here around 120 meters and being able to collapse into lane 1. Did we get you in any 4x8s this year, Elliot?
I don't think I ran a 4x8 this year. No. I
know.
am glad, though, that I did not.
Got you into a 4x4, and I think you told me afterwards, like, I don't know about that.
Let's just stick to
Yeah.
ball this year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jeremy, on the other hand, you were quite the trooper in the 4x4.
I was. I had to run it like the first half of the season.
Yeah.
No one else would run it.
Yeah, maybe next year I'll get you in a 4x8. How about that? No? No? Okay. So it does look like that Heritage squad is out in front. Southern Wells on their heels. I know Southern Wells has quite a crew around them as well. They're coming in no seed time either. Looks like Tinley, Fichter, Anna McFerrin. I believe this might be Anna McFerrin. No, it's Woodland, actually. No, yeah. Southern Wells in second, and then Woodland in third. This could end up being, like, shaping into one of the more exciting races and just getting things started as well.
No, why? Really? For you?
Yeah, like the back of their uniforms last week's meet, the high school meet, it's exactly the same. The same colors and everything.
That's right, we're talking about.
Yeah, hard to tell them apart.
We were watching the webcast or whatever.
So this is a 3,200 meter. They're about 600 in right now. It may look like Heritage and Southern Wells. Looks like Southern Wells may be overtaking Heritage for the lead at this moment. And I know at least Aubrey Neuenschwander is likely going to be the anchor for Southern Wells. She might be one of the more likely champions in these distance races here tonight. So it'll be interesting to see how close they can keep it. She's in the conversation to get the 400-meter record later on, too. But Heritage not letting go of this lead, just a little bit of an extra surge as she's coming around the last 100 meters. I would say this is Anna McFerrin coming in second for Southern Wells, and if the names are in the correct order, it's going to be Olivia Buke for Heritage. So nice, impressive start for both of these individuals. Coming in around 2:35, I believe, on our unofficial clock. So nice, strong starts, but here by these middle school runners. You know, Sophia Robles trying to give Naomi Fry a little bit of room there for that battle for third between Bluffton and Woodland. We'll see if these runners can kind of chip away. Like, it is a long event, so seeing if they can get their third and fourth legs in a little bit better positions. It's just about 5-meter lead. Looks like McFerrin really is doing a nice job of closing the gap. Almost about to take the lead here, 200 meters into their leg, but she just kind of sit there on the Heritage runner and just kind of use her, coast along with her, let her break the wind a little bit. Just like Woodland possibly being Madison Watts. Maybe trying to make some ground up as well for the Warriors. It's always an interest. Trying to figure out how to race these relays as well is interesting too, because you see Southern Wells making up that ground early in those 200 meters, but Heritage coming around at like a 130, 129 on that opening lap there. So it's one of those situations, like, could Southern Wells have gone a little bit too early where she could have just gradually made up ground instead? That's where, like, this 4x8 especially is kind of like a chess game. Where do you put your runners? And I truly don't know, like, which one's the best leg on any of these teams. I'm confident in Bluffton and Southern Wells as to where Ramsier and Neuenschwander would kind of fit in. Seems like Emmy Dahmer, like, if it's in order, would have been that first leg. So it'd be kind of interesting if somebody can dig in on the anchor and just kind of find a way into position, because it does seem like it's closing in between first and fourth and even fifth place.
Yeah, it definitely is. I was going to point that out, that it's now become anyone's game. It started out very strong for the first two, but there's a shot for anyone here, really.
Yeah, it looks like, I believe, South Adams in fifth place, really just 40 meters behind her. So it was just basing on the football field. And looks like she may be fighting to get fourth, over surpassing Woodland. But this the second leg is coming to its exchange. You're going to be about halfway through this event, coming in around 5 minutes and 30 seconds. So it's going to take quite an impressive couple legs to get a record here. But that leg there, the second leg for Heritage, being about 3:02. And again, it's just where things get really interesting. Where have you placed your people? And when you look at the meet as a whole too, like, you may be trying to reserve some people in these relays to save their legs and energy for the open events as well. And it looks like that third leg for Heritage, who may be Dakota Brames, doing a nice job of maintaining, even trying to separate here from the field. Southern Wells still sitting in second, Bluffton third, Woodland fourth, and South Adams in fifth.
It does look like it's closing the gap just a little.
I've always been very impressed with Willow Todd and her running, especially the distance races. I mean, just her stride, even just with her height, like, her stride always looks really strong, and she just looks very comfortable out there, and I just can tell that she's given everything that she has. It'll be interesting to see if she can surpass this Southern Wells runner, this third leg here. It's going to be about a 125 opening leg for that Heritage third. So right now, Heritage has about a 7-second lead over second place. So you just got to hope that she is 7 seconds faster. Your anchor's 7 seconds faster than the other team's anchor. And based on the entries, looks like Malin Harris is the anchor for Heritage. And can confirm it's Aubrey Neuenschwander for Southern Wells and Aaron Ramsier for Bluffton. You know, Aubrey was the middle school cross-country champion and has had quite an impressive spring as well. So be interested to see how much room she can make up. She will be getting the baton in second place for her Raiders. Like a 2:44 there for that third leg. A very strong, impressive leg, but wondering if it's going to be enough, as Neuenschwander will be getting the baton 10 seconds behind the lead runner. She's going out in a hurry to try to make up ground. So is Aaron Ramsier. So Neuenschwander already cutting down 2 seconds off this lead in just the first 150 meters. Now just a second behind. Looks like Neuenschwander may be able to take this lead on the first lap for the Raiders. Aaron Ramsier not too far behind either. And Aubrey Neuenschwander does take that lead for the Raiders there. Aaron Ramsier just 5 seconds behind that lead duo. But just the way that Aubrey's running right now is just very strong and impressive. Like, she's got so much talent. So Heritage having led pretty much like the first 3 legs all the way, the first 7 laps. Southern Wells, though, again, that chess game, give that baton to the best runner on the team and see what she can do with it. Ramsier 200 meters down, 4 seconds behind, but it looks like Heritage's anchor has reserved some in the tank, and she's looking to get around Neuenschwander here on the outside. Lane 2, all the teammates coming down to cheer them on. It's
a close race, that's for sure.
And it's going to be coming down to the wire, that is for sure. Aubrey Neuenschwander pulling away just at the last moment. Southern Wells Raiders getting the first 10 points of the evening. Can't ask for a better start than that, guys. And that's the toll of the 800-meter run, no doubt about it. Make sure you're following the rest of the runners coming in, too. They will be finishing here, so you may just be able to focus on the finish line even. As South Adams and Woodland battling now for 4th and 5th. Looks like Woodland maybe passing at the last step. I mean, again, just what?
The last 10 steps of the race.
And those points can always be big. We still got a relay team, Jay County, coming around as well. But, I mean, first finals of the evening.
It's an exciting race.
Yeah, I can't get much more exciting than that one. Southern Wells Raiders coming away with the big one there. Not too sure what the official time was. I'll get that here shortly. And Jay County will be closing things out as well. This Southern Wells team, though, like it's got quite a few talented runners. So, I mean, it's just an exciting way to get things started as well. Jeremy, who do we got here for the boys 3,200 meter relay?
we have Southern Wells, South Adams, Woodland, Jay County, and Bluffton Harrison. Because Heritage has not made an entry, which I find
Okay.
interesting.
Yeah, and sometimes it just kind of depends on, again, who do you have, how much have you run it, who's looking to be the favorite seed here.
It looks like Woodland.
So the Woodland boys coming away with their first ACAC championship at the high school level since, I believe, 1998 or 99, I believe. So looking like these young warriors trying to build off of that momentum and see what they can do here tonight. So the official time there in the 4x800 meter relay was 11 minutes, 11.4 seconds. Second place, 11:11.73. So two very close marks there. But again, can't get much more exciting than that one.
As we hear about to start the boys 3200 relay.
Yeah, Woodland, quite a heavy favorite here. Just 3 seed times. They're coming in at 10:43. And then next is Jay County 11:16. Forgot to start my watch again. Elliot's got you guys, though, on the clock.
It's important to note that the clock in the corner is not an official clock. It's just me clicking a button when I see the gun fired.
It's nice to have as a reference, though.
Yes. For just how long and just how fast these boys and girls are running.
So it's interesting to kind of note seeing these runners, and they were able to break. There's 4 orange cones right around like 120 meters in, and at that point they can break into lane 1.
And doesn't look like they did.
Or
plan to.
In a lot of ways, like, you don't need to get into lane 1 immediately, but by the time you get to that turn, you should be in lane 1 for sure.
I
But
don't think they
none
agree
of
with
them.
you. Yeah, I think they're just
Not a
sticking to their
single
lanes.
one win.
None of them. And again, this is the joys of junior high school, right?
Maybe they misunderstood the official, or maybe they
Right.
just decided we're
Got
staying in
Bluffton.
our lanes.
Yeah, so TJ Bravo-Hauer of Bluffton, he's the first one to make the break. Everybody
Good
in
for
now.
him.
Somebody, I'm sure, by the start-finish line
That's
was
something.
directing them.
Yelling cut in.
So it is Jay County in the lead, followed by Heritage, Bluffton, South Adams, and Woodland, the top seed, currently sitting in 5th of 5 right now. Where's that? Southern Wells. That's Southern Wells, not Heritage, in second. I'm going to sound like Clint Anderson now, who was covering the varsity one, complain about the similar colors on all the ACAC schools.
Red and blue. I guess there's a black.
Some
but
black, some white.
Results of the girls 4x800 meter relay. In 6th place, Jay County. In 5th place, South Adams. In 4th place, Woodland.
So we will take a quick look after they get to all of them on the podium. We'll take a quick cut over there as the first leg of the 4x8 relay coming in. I'd say about 2 minutes, 12 seconds. It was a little slow getting that clock started, but we'll see how this second leg goes for Jay County. And take a look at that podium there of the girls 4x800 meter relay winners and award winners there. And congratulations to the Southern Wells Raiders on getting that ACAC championship. I think 4x8's just such a fun one. It's a high energy. I know it's a longer relay, but it's a high energy one that can really get the meet started off really strong for a squad. So we'll bring it back to the action around the track. Jay County really extending this one on their second leg. Looking to be Lyle Beiswanger. I know that name, having some older, I'm assuming siblings or relatives at the high school level. Looking behind him there, seeing Southern Wells being about, let's say about, we'll get a little
50.
bit better. Yeah, we'll get a better read on it whenever they get into the front stretch here. So, yeah, I think you're right, about 50, 55, 60-yard lead there. And split in a 1:12, so looking to be under 2:30 on this second leg. And Wes Kunkel of Bluffton being the second leg. I think hearing him talk a little bit, I think he kind of got thrown into the relay at the Southern Wells relays because out of necessity, and found himself in the varsity 4x8, and I don't think he's got quite the same attitude regarding the 4x8 as older sister Cora does.
A fun surprise for others, but maybe not for him.
I don't think anyone has the same attitude as him.
Yeah. Definitely a fun one to watch, that 800. Already school record holder as just a sophomore. It's been definitely a blast being able to coach her. Jay County, though, they are really separating. They
Taking the lead.
Came in with the second best seed at 11-16. Looking like they were going to be smashing that personal record. The school record was set last year by Southern Wells, 9 minutes, 42.95 seconds. And that would have been about a 129 unofficially on that second leg split. Or 229, not 129. I mean, that's world record.
Didn't catch the moment, but I
Yeah.
would say that would be very fast.
Southern Wells now about a third of a lap behind. Does look like this third leg of Southern Wells will be trying to cut into this lead as much as possible. Jay County third leg seems to be powering through already about 250 meters into this. So, again, maybe those first two legs could have been the best legs for Jay County. Try to establish the momentum early. And in a way, like mentally, it could kind of deflate the other relays. So it'll be interesting to see how people stack things up. So third leg's coming in about 118. And Southern Wells coming in on their first lap, about 26 seconds behind the lead runner from Jay County. So it's going to be quite the tough gap to overcome. Looks like Woodland in third, Bluffton fourth, and South Adams fifth. But it's going to be quite the close contest between those three squads. And overall, they're all about 25 seconds behind that second place spot there. So first and second, as long as things go smoothly, should be pretty well secure here. So as Jay County hands off to their anchor leg, it's going to be a 2:33 split. So nice kind of even, maybe even negative split there for that third leg for Jay County. And coming around at 7:14, they're going to, I mean, in a way, like, depending on who you have here, like, this could be flirting with the record. Need a 2:27, maybe even a 2:28 could unofficially, on my clock, be able to get this record. But I guess I need to realize I did start a little bit slow, didn't I?
You did, yes, started a little bit slow.
But still, I think a 2:25 is very realistic.
I think it's plausible, yeah. It's within reach.
And nice opening kind of stretch here for Jay County. And it's, I think in a way, like as you get to the stage in the relay and you start lapping the opposition, you kind of get these targets to chase after. But in a field of just 5 relays, you're going to run out of those targets quite quickly. See how he feels coming around here. So that will have been a, let's see, what was that opening split? A 106 split there. So, I mean, in all reality, like that could be like a 2:18.
He's got a chance at it.
He's moving.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's slowing down by any means. So you got 9:42.95 just that last year. an impressive anchor leg. I mean, nobody near him, and he's just went out in a hurry as soon as he got the baton and has not looked back.
Yeah, he's been staying in a hurry his whole race.
Got about 100 meters to go. Needs to do so in just under 30 seconds. And the way that he's striding out looks like he may be able to pull this one off. And it does look like the Jay County Patriots, unofficially, as long as I wasn't super slow, 11 seconds slow on my clock, should be coming away with a meet record. We'll kind of see as the results come in. Maybe I was 10 seconds slow on that, but we'll see.
We'll find out.
We will find out. 9:39 being what I'm hearing from the timer. So that will be going down as a school record. So congratulations to the Jay County Patriots. Yeah, it would have been 9:42 last year. 9:42, 9:05 last year. We need to get this sheet updated because it doesn't have the 4x8 relay on it, but it's the 4th year of it. So
it's not a meet record.
it is.
It is a meet record.
So 9:42, 9:05 was the record. You said 9:39 today?
Yep.
Yeah. So Southern Wells does secure second place for the Raiders. Hudson Withers of Bluffton going to take third for the Tigers. And looks like Woodland coming around for 4th place. And so looks like South Adams will be locking in 5th place. We'll be getting some important points for this team as we look at the overall standings. Next up on the docket will be the girls 200-meter trials. And they'll work the same way as the 100s and the 100, 110 hurdles, as they will be the top 2 finishers in each heat, followed by the next 4 participant times. And again, a lot of these runners having just been in the 100-meter dash, be interested to see here. Do love seeing this young Starfire pushing through all the way through the finish line to, again, lock in some points for his squad. So, Jeremy, who do we have here on this South Adams, or on this 200-meter trials?
In lane 1 from South Adams, Eden Sprunger. In lane 2 from Bluffton, Michelle Ervin. From lane 3 from Bluffton, Hayden McElvin. In lane 4 from Heritage, Tinley Evans. In lane 5 from Southern Wells, Vada Palmer. In lane 6 from Heritage, Ella Paradiza. In lane 7 from AC, Olivia Ortiz.
And who's going to be the 2 favorites to advance into the finals here?
First favorite is lane 4, Tinley Evans. And runner-up favorite is lane 5, Vada Palmer from Southern Wells.
Lane assignments for heat number 1 of the girls 200 meters prelims. Lane 1 from South Adams, Eden Sprunger. Lane 2 from Bluffton, Michelle Urban. Lane 3 from Bluffton, Hayden McElveen. Lane 4 from Heritage, Tinley Evans. Lane 5 from Southern Wells, Veda Palmer. Lane 6 from Heritage, Ella Pedraza. Lane 7 from Adams Central, Olivia Ortiz.
Looks like 2. Okay, so and this Tinley Evans, and interested to see if she can go after any of these 3 records here tonight. She and McElveen of Bluffton, both 6th graders, so a lot A lot of speed going on at the young ages. Does look like Evans doing a nice job of taking the lead early on. McElveen trying to stay on her heels as much as she can. Again, just those top two does not need to get her in this one. Looks like Evans will have it nice and secured. McElveen likely going to be that second one. Pedraza of Heritage hoping to get one of those top callbacks as well. So nice strong performance there by Tinley Evans. Heat 2 here, Jeremy. Who do we have?
In lane 1, Southern Wells, Sutton Bennett. In lane 2, from South Adams, Kendra Sluder. From Jay County, J.J. Reynolds. In lane 4, from Woodland, Eva Cook. In lane 5, from Jay County, Jordan Camp. In lane 6, from Woodland, Hannah Rumke. In lane 7, from Adams Central, Hayden Rambo.
That'd be
Champ.
It looks like Cook of Woodland and Champ of Jay County coming in as the two top seeds.
How long do you want this break to be?
As the second heat is off. Oh, you're good. You're good.
Those guys, I do nothing with that. I know nothing. Sorry.
It looks like Jay County, the pair from Jay County looking to be the two auto bids here. Cook of Woodland hoping that her time's going to be good enough, as well as her teammate Rimke. A lot of times I feel like third place should be pretty well secured. If you're that close in fourth, should be feeling pretty confident of being able to make it into the final round as well.
Last call, boys 200-meter dash.
Now heading over to the boys 200-meter dash preliminaries.
Heat 1, lane 1, from AC, Caleb Ernstrom. In lane 2, from Woodland, Justin Kelly. Lane 3, from Jay, Fernan Magie Lopez. From lane 4, Bluffton, Davin Dreyer. Lane 5, Heritage, Luke Dillon. Lane 6, from AC, Leandro Duran. From lane 7, from Bluffton, Samuel Roche.
The Roush.
And it looks like Davin Dreyer is the favorite with
24:09.
Luke Dillon behind him.
And Davin's PR 24:09 would beat the 2009 record by Reed Rohrbacher of Leo. So it'll be interesting to see if Davin would be able to get that. I know he's a very pivotal piece, high jump, 400, 4x4 for these Tigers.
And he takes an early lead.
Yeah, Davin well comfortable there. Looks like Adams Central's Leandro Duran going to take that second one, but not like Mahia Lopez of Jay County putting up a good fight there. So who will be joining Dreyer and Duran in the finals? We'll be seeing here shortly. Who do we have in Heat 2?
In Heat 2, from Southern Wells, Connor Fichter. In lane 2, from Jay County, Virgil Camfori. From lane 3, from Southern Wells, Gavin Bieberstein. In lane 4, from Woodland, Boston Garode. Lane 5, from South Adams, Nishan Ramirez. Lane 6, from South Adams, Luke Cantero Jimenez. Lane 7, from Heritage, Cole Gerber. And it appears that Boston Gerard is the favorite, with Gavin Bieberstein behind him.
And the second one is off. Looks like Gerard had a nice start there for the Warriors. And again, first and second, I guess it does kind of play a little bit more of a factor here in the 200s because you do got to have the lane preference. Looked like Gerard taking the advantage there with Nashawn Ramirez coming in second. And we'll wait and see who those official qualifiers will be here in just a moment. As we take a look at the girls' 200-meter preliminary results, looks like Evans of Heritage posted a 28:18 as the top seed time. J.J. Reynolds of Jay County, Jordan Champ of Jay County, Hayden McElveen of Bluffton, Ava Cook of Woodland, Hannah Rimke of Woodland, Ella Pedraza of Heritage, and Veda Palmer of Southern Wells. For the boys 200-meter qualifiers, looking like it's going to be Dreyer of Bluffton. He posted a time of 25:81. Boston Gerard of Woodland, Nashawn Ramirez, South Adams, Leandro Duran, Adams Central, Fernando Mejia Lopez, Jay County, Aiden Jimenez Lucatero from South Adams, Luke Dillon of Heritage, and Justin Kelly of Woodland, rounding out the lineup in that 200-meter finals. We'll take a little bit of a look. There is about a 15-minute intermission around the track as we will get prepared for the finals of the 100 and 110-meter hurdles, followed by the 100-meter dash, and the 1600 being that next race. We do have a quick guest here going to be joining us. We're going to be joined by Bluffton junior thrower Rory Dreyer. Rory, how are you doing here tonight?
I'm doing good, yeah.
Yeah, feeling the heat a little bit from running up and down these bleachers.
Yeah, I am.
I think you're doing better than what Coach Kunkel does after football games, though, so I will give you that compliment. So I know you're out there helping with the throws, but competing at a high level on the girls' side, know you had a big night, help being part of the ACAC team champion. Like, what is it like being out there in discus and shot put, where a lot of the eyes are out here on the track, but what is it like being a thrower as well?
I think it's kind of cool. I mean, like, I'm just throwing once for like 20 seconds, and I get to see everybody else, and and it's just kind of calming, I guess, knowing that I don't have to compete for 30 seconds. But it's really cool, and the culture over there is so much more different than the sprints. I mean, we're just throwing a heavy thing far. We're not like really fast, so yeah.
It's been fun watching you kind of grow and develop into it. Obviously, like as you know, like coaching your sister, but then like seeing you in the middle school level and just coming in, like it seems like you and Allie Kobe and Bridget Steffen like really have kind of like taken on a big time role in this girls program, and like as a first time ACAC champions in 25 years, like that moment, like what did that kind of feel like being big time proponents in that win?
It was really special just doing it with my team, but it also felt just like so cool knowing that like it wasn't through me who did it all, but it was through our whole team, and it was just a whole team effort, and it was so just cool experiencing with that with my whole team and knowing that we can just do it together, and it kind of just grew us closer knowing that we can do it.
And then a little bit of extra information. I know tomorrow, kind of a big, cool day. Third year, Coach Baxter is hosting the Tony Fay Throwers Showcase. What excites you about this event, and like what makes that event so special?
Probably because it's just throws, and everybody who's like attending the meet knows that it's just throwing. Because like you don't have to run around for all the running events, but everybody watching is watching the throws, and it's just so cool. And the culture there is just so nice because we're all throwers, we all get what it means, and it's just so fun.
Yeah, it just I've been there both years, and it really does seem like everybody just really takes advantage of that environment. I think too, just kind of impressive, kind of a list of competitors. I know on the guy side, Weston Ott, who I believe was runner-up in discus and shot put on the state last year.
Yeah.
He'll be here for the third year, so if you want to go see a very impressive male thrower, come check him out. On the girls' side, I know both throwers from Heritage. I know maybe a little bit of a chip on your shoulder, but I know they're both very impressive. And again, state level, believe state runner-up,
yeah.
Right? Alexa Walter was state runner-up last year. So very high-level competition. So it's cool to see that competition and being able to step up into the ring with them.
Yeah, I mean, it's really cool just to see them and know, like, it sounds so nerdy, but, like, see their form. It's so good. And, like, see it, they just, like, throw it so far. And it's just so cool to see, like, that's who I'm competing with. And, like, they know my name. And I went runner-up with Alexa Walters in ACAC. And, like, to see the state runner-up tell me good job and tell me that I competed, I was just, like, kind of cool.
Yeah, and as kind of get ready for the postseason too, like I mean that little bit of extra confidence heading into the sectional next Tuesday. So like how are you kind of feeling going into that sectional?
I'm feeling really good. Through my PR, ACAC, and going into that, I'm number 1 in sectionals. So yeah, it's really just like have that confidence, knowing that I can do it, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it go and excited to kind of see you compete and see what you can do here in the postseason. So thank you for joining us.
Yeah, of course.
Be
Thank
sure
you.
be sure to, if you see any of the other varsity athletes, tell them to come on up here and talk about their event a little bit.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Rory.
Of course.
All right, nice having a few different people up here. Yeah, nice some special guests. Giving some shout outs here or there. She was just kind of caught bringing up the throw results, which we'll take a look at here too. Let's see what other type of live events do we have going on. We have the camera on the throws. Let's look at the girls discus, I believe. I believe they will be inputting those here soon. No, it looks like boys discus. Yeah, it looks like boys discus had started. So I believe the top 9 did qualify. So that was Leland Heath coming in 9th place for Southern Wells. So scoring Grayson Gerardo of Heritage in 8th place. Reed Harris of Bluffton in 7th. Tony Sodana from Woodland in 6th. James Smith of Adams Central in 5th. Eli James of Adams Central 4th. And 3rd place with a mark of 106 feet 8 inches from Woodland, Skylar Rupert. And runner-up from Bluffton, mark of 110 meters 1 inch, Maddox Kaufman. And in 1st place with a new ACAC meet record, Eli Litchfield of Heritage Junior High School with a mark of 143 feet 0.9 inches. We've got 2 scored events on the guys' side, and we've got 2 ACAC records. I mean, that is just an incredible achievement.
It's crazy.
And that that discus was definitely one that I felt like was very doable. So congratulations to Eli Litchfield on that one. I'm sure we'll get those throwers on the podium before too long. It does look like we've got the boys 4x800 meter relay being shown.
A time of 9 minutes, 39.91 seconds, which is a new ACAC meet record. The team of Carter May, Lyle Beiswater, Uriah Carpenter, and Engo Keto of Jay County.
And new 4x800 meter record there for those Jay County Patriots. That official time coming in at 9 minutes, 39.91 seconds.
Second call, girls 100 meter hurdles finals. First call, boys 110 meter hurdles. Second call, girls 100 meter hurdles. Steph's here? Why is Steph here? She's not doing anything. Oh, really? Do I feel bad about it?
As we take a look at the warm-ups of the boys high jump field, Jeremy, go ahead and share with us who do we have here competing tonight.
From Woodland, Liam Sweetfilko. From Woodland, Connor Eisenberger. From Southern Wells, Liam Lees. From Jay County, Aiden Lloyd. From South Adams, Nolan Fields. From Southern Wells, Gavin Bieberstein. From Adams Central, Stanley Eaton. From Bluffton, Wesley Kunkel. From Heritage, Julius Guerrero. From Jay County, Carter May. From Heritage, Titus Foster. And from Bluffton, Davin Dreyer.
What is Davin's jump to lead the field?
He is seated first with a 5.6.
What's second place at?
It is Titus Foster with a 5.5.
All right, so it could be an interesting competition there, especially knowing that Davin has a couple extra events with the 200 final still to come and the 400 as well. So it does look like we still have long jump going on. I believe pole vault is likely done. Again, only 4 competitors going. We'll try to get those results pulled up here shortly. But who do we have competing on the girls' long jump field? I believe we already talked about the boys earlier today. So who do we have competing for the girls?
From Bluffton, Hayden McElvin. From Southern Wells, Ellie Heim. From Bluffton, Melina Mayoa. From Adams Central, Hayden Rambo. From South Adams, Kiana Weiland. From Southern Wells, Alexis Suderman. From Adams Central, Abby Rowe. From South Adams, Kendra Slutter. From Jay County, Passon Rickard. From Jay County, Jordan Champ. From Heritage, Marilyn Harris. From Woodland, Faith Hoepper. From Heritage, Inslee Dahmer. From Woodland, Hannah Remek. With Romek seated first with a 14.8.25 and Dahmer second with a 14.8. So
And
very close.
The meet record set in 2007 by Megan Getz of Garrett, 15 feet 7.5 inch. So it does look like both of the pole vault competitions have completed. But we'll be taking a quick break for the national anthem, as the field will be taking a quick break as well. Go ahead, Ken.
You're watching Bluffton Tigers Athletics on BHMSD TV, brought to you by the Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club. We'll be right back after this break.
Coverage by the Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club is made possible thanks to the Wells County Foundation. Thank you for supporting the BHS student body.
Starting during the 2025-26 school year, the Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club is excited to bring you coverage of the Bluffton Tigers on BHMSD TV.
The Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club would like to thank the Wells County Foundation for the generous grant to make these broadcasts possible.
This coverage of the Bluffton Tigers is brought to you by the Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club. We'll be right back on BHMSD TV after this break.
This webcast would not be possible without the support of the Wells County Foundation. We thank the Wells County Foundation for their continued support of the BHMSD students and the Wells County community.
We are coming back into the girls' 100-meter hurdles.
Lane 3 from Adams Central, Bailey Fichter. Lane 4 from Heritage, Valerie Ehrman. Lane 5 from Woodland, Eva Cook. Lane 6 from Bluffton, Ariana Hammer. Lane 7 from Heritage, Grace Lerman.
From Bluffton,
Lane 8 from Woodland, Willow
Abby Staley. From J County, Maceda Hoff. From AC, Maylee Fichter. From Heritage, Mallory Ehrman. From Woodland, Eva Cook. From Bluffton Harrison, Arena Hammer. From Heritage, Grace Lehman. And from Woodland, Willow Baker.
And those appear to be Airmen of Heritage going toe-to-toe with Ava Cook of Woodland. Going to be close at the line. Going to be too close for me to call between Airmen and Cook. We'll have to wait to see the official ruling. I think maybe that lean.
It looked like Airmen.
I think that's where I would be going based on this vantage point, too.
We will get those results to you.
Mrs. Carla Allspaw going up to Airmen. She is the on-the-ground timer. And she usually does go up to the who she sees as the winner, but we'll see if the FAT results will hold true with that.
Last call, girls 110-meter hurdles. Excuse me, boys 110-meter hurdles. It's written wrong. Dang it. Use your brain. Okay. Battery's almost dead. That's not good.
Who do we have here in the boys 110 finals, Jeremy?
In the boys 110, from J County, Aiden Lloyd. From Adams Central, Quinn Powell. From Woodland, Malachi Long. From Woodland, Justin Kelly. From Bluffton, Harrison Broker. From Bluffton, Bodie Fichter. From Adams Central, Jordan Shakir. And from Southern Wells, Cash Jenkins. With Justin Kelly seated to come in first, with Harrison Broker just behind him.
And the meet record set by Logan Macklin of Adams Central in 2015, a 16.75.
It's going to take quite a PR to beat that.
It's on you. He's talking to you guys. He's talking to you guys. Yeah, here he comes. Press the talk.
Yep. What do you need?
Having some communication going on with everything here, so.
And the 110 hurdles is off with Justin Kelly in first, with Harrison Broker right behind him.
It's going to be a battle for third between Long and Fichter. Like Woodland, Bluffton, Woodland there.
At this time, long jump finals are now commencing. Long jump finals are now commencing. Last call, girls 100-meter dash.
So did get
Second call,
an announcement
boys
from
100-meter dash.
Jeff Kokenauer saying that long jump finals are beginning, and those on the girls' side being Jordan Champ, J County, Inslee Dahmer, Heritage, Hannah Rimke, Woodland, Maylin Harris, Heritage, Faith Hepner, Woodland, Payson Rickard, J County, Hayden McElveen, Bluffton, Kendra Sluter, South Adams, and Abby Rowe of Adams Central.
We have the girls 100-meter dash coming up here.
Here are the lane assignments for the girls 100-meter dash. Lane 1 from Heritage, still 11s.
In lane 1 from Heritage, still 11s.
2 from Woodland, Hannah Remke.
Woodland, from Woodland, Hannah Womack. From J County, J.J. Reynolds. From Heritage, Tinley Evans. From J County, Jordan Champ. From Bluffton Harrison, Hayden McElveen. From Southern Wells, Elise Schreidner. And from Woodland, Adelie Fitzer.
So lane 4, Tinley Evans being the
Favorite. And lane 5, Jordan Champ being the runner-up.
So 13.0 is the meet record that's held by two individuals. Both appear to be from Norwell, Walmsley and Nicodemus. The year's marked as 1981. So I'm sure that's either the first one or the second one. Not too sure. They both ran in the same meet. Be impressive if they did, though. So they're having some questions about some of the scoring going on. As the girls 100-meter dash finals is getting ready to commence. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see if I can find the. See if I can find the boys long jump finals as well. Looking like Boston Gerard of Woodland, Leandro Duran of Adams Central, Cam Bauman of South Adams, Hector Rangel, South Adams, Titus Foster, Heritage, Bodie Fichter, Bluffton, Rhett Tucker, Southern Wells, Zach Bargo, Woodland, and Henry Michaels of Adams Central.
Who do you have around you down there? Where's Sarah? She's so much good at this.
Looks like the girls 100 is just about to start. Waiting for a couple white flags.
So looking at the boys high jump so far, only I guess the girls 100 whistle has been blown, so we'll be talking about them here.
This looks to be a pretty close race. Yeah. And they're gone. With Jordan Champ with a lead, with Tinley Evans fighting for it.
Like,
and it looked like Tinley Evans takes first place.
Yeah, I mean, again, another very close final race there. Jordan Champ really giving Evans everything that she had there.
Last call, boys 100-meter dash. Second call, girls 1,600-meter run. First call, boys.
And quite the impressive push there by both of those young ladies.
We have a 100-meter dash for the boys coming up. In lane 1, from Jay County, Fernando Mejia Lopez. From Woodland, Liam Sweffictel. From Woodland, Boston Garrard. From South Adams, Cam Bauman. From Adams Central, Leandro Duran. From South Adams, Nishan Ramirez. From Southern Wells, Weston Ziegler. And from Southern Wells, Gavin Bieberstein. And it looks like Leandro Duran is seeded to get first, with Boston Garrard right behind him.
And the 12:27 time for Duran.
Wait, no, I misspoke. It is Fernando Mejia Lopez with a 12:22 and seeded to get first, with Duran behind him.
The meet record is 11:53 set by Sean LaRue and 19:90 for South Adams.
It's quite a PR. They're off, and it looks like Cam Bauman with a surprising lead. He's going for it, and Cam Bauman takes it.
Last call, girls 1,600-meter run. Second call, boys 1,600-meter
He was seated
run.
4th, and he won.
Call, girls 400-meter
Lane 4, so he's seated second there. Yes, just based on the trials, so those are their seed times. Yeah, you are correct. Looking at that on mile split, yeah. So lane 4 and 5 being the two fastest from the preliminary. So Bauman doing a nice job of holding his ground there.
The boys 100 hurdles, or 110 hurdles. The girls 100 hurdles. If we can get the dashes in too, the 100 dash and the 100 dash for boys and girls, we'll get them all. I think you're gonna have to actively pull the athletes over that way because I gotta do a lineup for the 1,600 meters.
So taking a quick look over at the boys' high jump going on. Looks like we have 5 individuals clearing opening height at 4'2". Pardon me, 6 individuals clearing opening height at 4'2", with about 6 more yet to jump. I'm sure a few of them, or sorry, 4 have yet to jump. 2 individuals, and 1 Nolan Fields of South Adams with his 3rd and final attempt.
We have the girls' 1,600-meter run, or the mile. From Bluffton, Aaron Ramsier. From Heritage, Emmy Dahmer. From Southern Wells, Tenley Fichter. From Heritage, Olivia Buck. From South Adams, Hadley Sprunger. From Woodland, Haley Mellon. From Woodland, Elisa Clark. From Southern Wells, Anna McFerrin. From Bluffton, Sophia Robles. From AC, Hayden Rambo. From Jay County, Emma Waters. From Jay County, Daisy Pritchard. With Aaron Ramser seated to get 1st and Emmy Dahmer seated to get 2nd.
And it was quite an impressive race between Ramsier and Dahmer here just a couple weeks ago in the dual meet. I think Ramsier just recently ran that 5:48. Dahmer got the edge in their head-to-head competition. So it'll be interesting to see, and you throw in the mix of Tenley Fichter, a very strong competitor in her own right. Be interested to see what may go down here.
Here are the results of the girls 100-meter hurdles. In 8th place from Bluffton, Abby Staley.
We got another special guest here as the girls get started on the 1,600-meter run. We've got Bluffton's 1,600-meter runner, Manning Nash, joining us. Manning, he's a senior for Bluffton. Manning, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. And how's it feel being able to watch this middle school meet going on?
It feels really good. I like seeing upcoming talent and see how our future high school athletes do.
And this is an event, like, did you compete in track and field in 8th grade? I know you were kind of a late comer to the track game.
Yes, I did, but I was JV 4x1 and I did the 800.
So what was that transition into the distance side like for you? And like what's going through these runners' heads right now, especially like as Aaron Ramsier coming around lap 1 in 1st, but she's got a tough competitor in Dahmer right behind her. So like, where's the strategy going on in this race?
The strategy probably would be just keep the strength, not go too far ahead to lose it, but definitely keep the distance in case someone catches up.
Yeah, right now Ramsier has about a 2.5-second lead over Dahmer and Fichter. So seeing what she can do to kind of keep extending this. And about what point in the 1,600 do you feel like it gets to be like, this is tough, like this is getting to a point where it's like, I need to find a second gear, I need to keep rolling?
Definitely the 3rd lap is the toughest for me, I think, because it's right after a halfway point and you're already tired. And that's the spot where people keep dying, so you need to find someone and either keep their pace or move along.
And as kind of looking at your 4 years, both cross country, track, fighting for those spots in a very competitive area in Bluffton to that distance side, like being able to step up and compete as Bluffton's #1 1600 runner last Friday, like what was that kind of race like? Like how did that race feel for you going up against a very tough field, especially up front with Caleb Roth and Jeremiah Troyer?
It was definitely very competitive. It was fun and exciting, but it was definitely tough trying to fulfill the shoes.
Yeah, but I do want to say that you did great there. And it is a very hard, difficult thing to do. Ramsier opened up with a 1:15 on her first lap, and as she's coming around on her second, going to be coming around on a 2:44, so 1:28 there. Looks like Fichter is taking over second place with a 1:31 on her second leg, 2:49. So Ramsier having about a 5-second lead. And this is where you're saying it gets the toughest. So what does Ramsier need to do to make sure that she doesn't give Fichter that opportunity to close in this gap?
She probably definitely needs to keep her pace, maybe speed up a little bit just to increase that gap. She needs to think, like, this is where people fall off. I can't fall off. I have to keep going strong.
So it'll be just kind of as Ramsier's bright green shoes kind of make it easy to keep track with her as well. But she's got about a 20-meter lead, and based on those football lines. And now as you're kind of preparing for the sectional, kind of what's your mindset going into sectional next Thursday for the 1600?
Probably during conference, what I did wrong was I tried to pace for second place, third place the earlier in the race, and now I'm just trying to pace with the lower placement and keep picking one off.
It's something that some people may struggle to fully comprehend sometimes. It's like you got to trust yourself, right? Like,
yes.
And like I'm never really going to get upset as coach to be like, hey, like you went too hard, because like at the same time it's a competition. If you want to compete to go win, like you may have to try something a little bit more. And but yeah, like then just trust yourself. Make sure that you're ending your career on a high note, and I know you're going to give everything you got, Manning.
I appreciate it.
Here are the results of the boys 100-meter dash.
So both Ramsier and Fichter splitting a 1:32 on their third legs there. So Ramsier not giving up any ground there and still holding on to what looks like now maybe a 30-yard lead and just looking stronger and stronger. So Aaron Ramsier looking to kind of secure a individual championship for the Bluffton Tigers.
Yeah, she's doing great. She's definitely following the footsteps of her older sister.
And I think in a way, like you've seen Aaron practice and train a little bit, like with Abby around the high school team. And I feel like a lot of times, like just having that training partner built in, it just really seems to be a big benefit. I mean, you've kind of seen it on the boys' side too, right?
Yeah. She definitely has the strength and the mentality from doing those high school practices.
Yeah. And Ramsier will be closing this out. She's going to unofficially having a time of 5 minutes and 43.10 seconds. Again, unofficial time there, as Tinley Fichter coming in second place for Southern Wells, approximately 5 minutes, 52 seconds. So two very impressive runs. I believe this is actually going to be Olivia Buke of Heritage and third at 6:01, with Emmy Dahmer coming in fourth place for Heritage. So a very strong competitive race there. Sophia Robles looking to get fifth for the Tigers. She came in seated ninth, so picking up big-time points for the Bluffton squad. An impressive 6:17 for Sophia there. So, Manning, do appreciate you coming up here, joining us, chatting with us a little bit. Had to throw that one in there. So, again, always enjoy coaching and appreciate you being up here.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me up here.
All right, have a good one.
All right.
All right, so Bluffton Tigers getting a nice boost of points in that girls' 1,600-meter run. On the boys' side, I guess we still have a few of these runners closing out here. it's definitely a mental thing as well, being able to go after. And a lot of times, like in these longer races, like these PRs can go a long way in just building confidence for these young runners. Are going to the boys 1600 meter run. We take a look at the field. Who do we got competing here, Jeremy?
For the 1600, we have from Woodland, Xander Wagner. From Heritage, Titus Foster. From Southern Wells, Logan Rogers. From Heritage, Julius Guerrero. From Bluffton, Hudson Withers. From Woodland, Keller Smith. From Bluffton, TJ Barabo Hauer. From Southern Wells, Caden Boxell. From Jay County, Isaac Torres. From South Adam, Miles McGill. From Jay County, Sam Gibson. From Adams Central, Owen Gentis. And from South Adams, Jeremy Beisel.
Jeremy, have you ever raced the mile before?
I have not, and I never plan to.
You sure about that?
Yes.
All right.
I like my hurdles.
All right, so this boys 1600 meter run getting underway. Looking like Xander Wagner as the top seed for the Woodland Warriors, 5:05.26. And Titus Foster just behind him, 5:07. A little bit of a gap to Logan Rogers at 5:18. So two different types of strategies that you can kind of see in these longer races. Do you get out fast and set that pace? That seemed to be what Aaron Ramsier did in the girls' race, kind of led wire to wire. Or do you find a way to sit on that lead runner, as it looks like a group of four, as Hudson Withers of Bluffton trying to stay up with those leading three of, I believe, Wagner, Foster, and Rogers. Try to see if you can let them break the wind a little bit, make it a little bit easier for you, and then separate down the stretch.
Third place from Heritage, Olivia Buke. Second place from Southern Wells, Tinley Fincher.
Vandy, would you say this is a good mile pace?
I only got one of the clocks started, but yeah, I mean, they're coming around. First lap at 1:13 as the lead pace for Xander Wagner. So looking right on pace where they're at, that 5:05 as his PR. A lot of times it's unlikely that they're going to go even splitting. So looking like he could be fighting right around that 5-minute range there. So, yeah, very strong start, especially for Hudson Withers, who his seed time being 5:40, so being a little bit further behind that lead pack there. And I know he's got quite, as being a Bluffton distance kid, I know I've seen him quite a bit, strong cross-country distance runner. Kind of like how Manning was saying during that girls 1600, he pushed himself really hard in those first 3 laps in that 16 and kind of faded away in that 4th lap. So seeing if Hudson, and he's kind of putting all of his eggs into this basket right now, seeing if it can pay off. It does appear Wagner's still leading this pack, though.
It's anyone's game at this point, though. They're all a meter or two behind the next.
So the lead 4 did kind of slow down just slightly, a 1:20 lap there, so 2:33. So again, if you times that by 2, 2:33 times 2, Jeremy, you're a smart kid. State champion that's Elliott, state champion.
It's 5 though, five even.
Yeah, and the academic Super Bowl. So congratulations. What all did you guys win in the academic Super Bowl?
So we qualified for state in science, social studies, and fine arts. We did not qualify in English and math. Math was a bit of an upset. But then additionally, they take the combined scores of all of the areas that a school competes in, and the top 6 teams' overall combined scores compete in something called interdisciplinary, which is where they mix all the subjects together and ask you questions about any subject, fine arts, social studies, math, science, or English. And that is where our team won first in the state for Class 3.
Okay, so that's very exciting, and I saw that news come across the social media feed, and just huge accomplishment, so congratulations.
Thank you
on that. And it does kind of seem like in the 1600, the separation of those first three, I'm assuming is going to be Xander Wagner, Titus Foster, and Logan Rogers. Hudson Withers doing his best to stay up, but definitely feeling like he hit a wall a little bit, seeing if he can hold on to that fourth place there. A nice 120 on lap 3, so a nice even between 2 and 3, seeing what they can do here in this closing 400. See when they make this move as well. And it looks like Foster being that one to make the move as he surpasses Rogers.
Going first.
A very long stride here by Foster. He's very kind of like leaning forward a little bit. Just seeing if he's going to be able to reserve any of that energy. Wagner looking very smooth. Got about just under 200 meters. And just to see like when he makes that pass, passing on the curve could be a risky move. It does look like Foster's going to try it out, though, as Wagner trying to hold on to this lead. He's led this entire race, and he looks like he's going to be able to maintain just separating there in lane 1 as Foster really just giving it everything that he has. But Xander Wagner of Woodland High School coming away with a 5:05, matching his seed time.
Woodland Middle School.
Woodland Middle School. Say high school?
Yes.
Yeah, I did. I'm sure he will be competing for those Warriors at the high school level before too long as well. So congratulations to Xander Wagner, the boys 1,600-meter champion. And it does seem like Foster second, Rogers third, Hudson Withers fourth, and young man from Adams Central going in on his final lap. Assuming Julius Garrido in fifth for Heritage. And TJ Bravo Howard trying to get this last kick here, trying to get this Keller Smith from Woodland, but Keller Smith just too much ground for Bravo to make up as TJ coming in his seed at 7th. As we see the battle for the 8th and final scoring position appears to be maybe Isaac Torres from Jay County, claiming that 8th place position for the Patriots as Caden Boxell coming in 9th. So very strong performances there. And for Xander Wagner being at his seed, nice to kind of see that performance just kind of live true.
So, Vandy, for all the people who don't coach track, how does the scoring system work?
So as we take a look at, do you have any scoring updates? See if we get some scoring updates. Yeah, so we'll see if we get some team scoring going on. So for those of you who are maybe unfamiliar, in an invitational setting such as this, you get first place gets 10 points, then 8 for second, 6 for third. It goes down by 1 from that point, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So first place getting a little bit of an extra boost there. And as we take a look at the team scores here shortly. On the girls' side, I believe, looks like the Heritage Patriots with an early 68 points. Woodland coming in second, 48.5. I think just kind of looking at on paper, Heritage definitely looking like the favorites, and with the Dahmers, with Tinley. Is that her name? Tinley. Tinley Evans and Inslee Dahmer. Like, just a very tough squad to kind of compete against. Over on the boys' side, and this may be scored before that 1,600-meter run. Looks like the 1,600 may have just updated. But the score as it was, first place, Woodland 52, Bluffton 37, Heritage in third with 26. As we move into the 4x100-meter relay, the 400-meter relay, either way, same thing. The Jay County Patriots will have the preferred fourth lane. They've got a time of 54.56 seconds. The meet record was set by Cherubusco in 3.48 seconds set in 1987. Jeremy, did you even know Churubusco
I never
existed?
knew that. I did. That's
okay, or was in the ACAC.
I did not know they were in the AC at any time. That's interesting. Did they just get bigger or get smaller?
It just, as more schools consolidation happened around the state, conferences kind of shifted, and they kind of formed a conference in like the northeast corner instead, and then the ACAC kind of shifted south. So the 4x100 seems to be the most technical of the three relays between the 4x100, 4x400, 4x800. And here with this one, this handoff can be tricky. I know a lot of the varsity runners can be doing blind handoffs. If a junior high, middle school coach gets that trained in, that could be a huge advantage at this level. We see it at the high school level even being done with some mistakes. I know it happened on Friday night somehow. Just the miscommunication, the mistiming. Woodland was able to kind of persevere overall and get the team title, but that 4x1 seemed to be very deflating. They just were able to respond very well. So it's not the end of the world, but if done poorly here, it can definitely cost them in this relay itself. So there's the 1,600 meter award winners. So the girls 4x100 meter relay is set. And they're off. And you may see a little specks around the track. That'll be like their tennis balls, their mark as to when they should start going. They definitely do get some blind exchanges going on. If you're in this competition as ACAC, definitely something to have ironed out because you want to be at your best. Jay County out in a commanding lead, get into their third leg. Looks like South Adams going to be sitting in second, or is that Woodland? It'll be Woodland sitting in second. Jay County getting into that anchor position well in front there. It looks like Jay County is going to be coming away with this one quite comfortably. Woodland going third or second. McElveen of Bluffton.
She's going.
And what an anchor kick there by Bluffton's Hayden McElveen, going from maybe fifth to third place just in a blink of an eye. Great, strong finish there for, I believe, a sixth grader of Bluffton Harrison Middle School. Take a look over for the boys 4x100 meter relay. That fourth preferred lane going to South Adams. Cam Bauman being the 100 meter dash champion. Looking like he, as I take a look trying to pinpoint him, looks like he will be the anchor for the Starfires.
Just behind them is Woodland. Not even a half a second.
The meet record was set in 2009, again by another former ACAC member, Leo Middle School. The time of 47.90 seconds.
Better than Tigers, I can tell you that. We have 15 guys in the DL. It's a long season. It is. Girls 4x100 meter relay runners, if you would please make your way to the award stand. Girls 4x100 meter relay runners, please make your way to the award stand. Thank you.
So boys are here.
He's already out there. He's crossing lines.
These guys got to get in the blocks and do a quick run out yet.
the girls 4x100 meter relay. 7th place, South
Izzy, we go to the
Adams.
podium.
6th place, Adams Central. 5th place, Southern Wells. 4th place, Heritage. 3rd place, Bluffton. 2nd place, Woodland. The 2026 ACAC Middle School 4x100 meter relay champions, a time of 54 seconds flat. The team of Jordan Champ, Carly Kirby, Macy Dehoff, and J.J. Reynolds of Jay County. Boom, did it.
Okay, back to the line.
Did it. Mom's running over to get the picture. Hey, we ain't kidding around, moms. We ain't kidding around. Get those pictures ready. Actually, we should just broadcast it all, Who needs to just keep it hidden? Just, is that his voice or is that someone else's, One of my longest tenured small group leaders came to the baseball game at Norwell the other night.
This boys 4x100 meter relay. 4x100 meter relay. Yes, that's correct. Is getting ready to get rolling.
Yes, it's me. Yes, it is me. I'm the voice.
And they're off.
Does that mean people aren't listening to you?
Oh, trust me, we already know that.
Jay County with a little bit of late in the curve.
We are moving, gang. We are killing it. 7:28. We're not.
It does appear South Adams now overtaking that lead. Woodland may be fighting for second, but Heritage in lane 3 putting up a fight as well. So Bauman once again claiming another first place finish for the Starfires. Woodland coming in second, Heritage third. It's like Southern Wells fourth, AC fifth, Bluffton sixth, and Jay County in seventh.
Jay County had it at the start there.
And that's what makes relay such a tough field, is piecing together everyone around. So we go from the 4x100 meter relay, the 400 meter relay, and now we're getting into just the straight up 400. A lot of people saying one of the most grueling races in track and field.
It sucks to run.
All one, all out lap, everything that you have. It's going to be broken up into two sections, being just a timed final here. It will be 6 individuals six individuals in the first section, and then they will fill the lanes, all the fastest 8 seed times in the second. So who do we have in this first section here?
In lane 2 from Bluffton, Paisley Neuenschwander. In lane 3 from Southern Wells, Brooklyn Davenport. In lane 4 from South Adams, Kendra Slitter. In lane 5 from Bluffton, Cadence Lehman. In lane 6 from Jay County, Avery Carpenter. And in lane 7 from Adams Central, Josie Schmucker. It appears that Kendra Slutter is seated to get first, with Cadence Lehman right behind her.
And a lot of times in these timed finals as well, it's got to be something where you go through the line, because in this first heat, if you win this heat, there's a good chance that you will be scoring, because just the mental fatigue of being one of those trail runners in the next heat, which is more so the faster heat, can kind of be a little bit more deflating. So as Sluter is looking very strong here, going to give herself a good opportunity to get some unexpected points for the Starfires. Because the 8th time in the finals, and the next heat is, what is that, Jeremy?
1:11:25.
So not too far off of Sluter's PR either. So definitely something worth digging in for. And she's going to give herself quite the opportunity to celebrate here shortly. That is not Neuenschwander. That is going to be.
That is Lehman. And what is that? South Adams. South Adams, Bluffton. In Heat 1. In Heat 2 for the girls 400, the faster heat. In Lane 1 from Woodland, Meredith Wise. In Lane 2 from Heritage, Mallory Ehrman. In Lane 3 from Southern Wells, Aubrey Neuenschwander. From Lane 4 from Heritage, Tinley Evans. In Lane 5 from AC, Brindley Coulter. In Lane 6 from J, Macy DeHoff. In Lane 7 from Ella Koch. And in Lane 8 from South Adams, Riley Storm. And Tinley Evans is seeded to get first, and with Brindley Coulter less than a second behind her.
And Tinley Evans may be chasing that 1985 record of 1 minute 2.82 seconds set by Lamont of Heritage. Tinley Evans, just a sixth grader. She's already done 400 meters of racing, and I believe she's participating in the long jump as well. So interested to see what her fatigue may be. I believe she was in a fourth event, probably the 4x1. I don't know.
Interestingly enough, we have two people whose PR is actually better than the record. It is Brindley Coulter and Tinley Evans. It's going to be an exciting race to watch.
So Tinley Evans will be in lane 4 for the Patriots. Looking like she's already making up the stagger on the entire field, already through 100 meters. She's well out in front. So Tinley Evans doesn't seem to only have championship mindset, but she does seem to be going after that record. Looks like Aubrey Neuenschwander of Southern Wells is going to be there in second place. And Aubrey being a strong 8th grade runner for the Raiders. She's not one to kind of count out of this one, as Evans being just a 6th grader. As Neuenschwander's given everything she has, but I think Tinley Evans was able to build just enough of a lead to secure that one. Unofficially, I have her at 1 minute flat .85. We'll wait for that confirmation, but unofficially,
She just broke a record.
Unofficially, so we will see just whether she did or not. That is quite an impressive performance there by the 6th grade Patriot.
Last call, boys 400-meter dash. Second call, girls 200-meter low hurdles. First call, boys 200-meter low hurdles. Last call, boys 400-meter dash.
For this, the boys 400 in lane 1, lane 2, Henry Michaels from Adams Central. In lane 3, Lyle Beswanger from J. Lane 4, Oscar Runyon from Heritage. Lane 5, Clayton Sonicson from Bluffton. Lane 6, Alex Johnson from Heritage. And in 7, Nolan Fields from South Adams, with Oscar Runyon to win, seeded to win, and Clayton Sonicson seeded to get second.
And it is official. Tinley Evans, Heritage Junior High School, new ACAC meet record, 1 minute, 1 second, .37. So congratulations to Tinley Evans. Heritage. As this boys' race is getting ready to roll.
It's rolling.
And as I look at the standings of the girls' scoring, Kendra Sluter did come away with a point, that 8th place point for the Starfires there. So the winner of this heat very well could come away with that point, and not much separation between the fastest of this one and the slowest of the next heat. So interested to see. And looks like a nice strong race here. Lyle Beiswanger of Jay County looking to be taking the lead coming around this last curve. But nice little surge there by Oscar Runyon of Heritage to start separating with 100 meters to go now.
Don't get me started on that one. Who's that then?
As Oscar Runyon of the Heritage Patriots seeing his teammate pull off a meet record just a few seconds ago. I have him at a minute flat as well unofficially, so nice strong performance there by Runyon.
Heat number 2, the boys 400
In the
meters.
second heat of the 400, we have in lane 1, Isaac Verdam from Southern Wells. In lane 2, Zach Bogo from Woodland. In lane 3, Hector Rangel from South Adams. In lane 4, Davin Dreyer from Bluffton. In lane 5, Weston Ziegler from Southern Wells. Lane 6, Seth Keller from Adams Central. Lane 7, Boston Garrard from Woodland. And lane 8, Carter May from Jay County, with Davin Dreyer to win, with Weston Ziegler behind him.
And Davin Dreyer coming in with a 55.95. This may be a little bit of a stretch to get to 53.50, but in a championship setting, it could be enough adrenaline in him to see what he can do and push for that one. I feel like I've split him in a 4x4, splitting around those times as well. We'll see if we can, when they do read the finalists, the award winners, the scores for the 400. We'll try to get that podium shot, especially to commemorate that record by Evans. Likely going to be doing that after this race of the 400. And they're off. Looks like Davin Dreyer taking a page out of Tinley Evans' book, trying to make up the stagger here on this opening 100. Already getting one. Coming around the turn, and he's going to visually be in the lead as well, seeing if he can close this one out. As Dreyer going to be right around 26 seconds on his opening 200. See if he can maintain that speed. I mean, this is kind of where that wall kind of hits him. Looks like Weston Ziegler of Southern Wells sitting in second place. Coming in lane 2, though, from Woodland, Zach Bargo. I'm sure some relation to Gavin, as he's looking to be getting second, going to be pushing Gavin Dreyer a little bit down the stretch, but Davin Dreyer's going to hold on with about a 55-second finish there in the 400. So very strong performance there by the 8th grader from Bluffton, and nice kick there by Zach Bargo. I mean, he was seated with a 1 minute flat and getting well under that. So big time run there by Zach Bargo of the Woodland Warriors.
Here are the results of the girls 400-meter dash.
So here are the official results of the girls 400-meter dash here as they're getting their records kind of shown.
Fifth place from Woodland, Ella Cook. Fourth place from Jay County, Macy Dehoff. Third place from Heritage, Mallory Erbin. Second place from Southern Wells, Aubrey Neuenschwander. And your 2026 Middle School ACAC 400-meter champion and a new Middle School ACAC record. A time of
And again, congratulations to Tinley Evans, the Heritage 6th grader, going 101.37 in the 400-meter dash for a new ACAC meet record. What do we have next on the schedule here?
We have the girls 200 meters.
So we have a finals. These all young ladies already have competed, and I think they got to wait a brief second because, I mean, Tinley just getting down off the podium. Oh, it is the 200-meter hurdles. Good call there. You know, you'd think I'd have the order of the events figured out by now. So again, much like the 400, it will be done in 2 sections. Here we have 4 individuals in the first section. Who do we have competing here, Jeremy?
In lane 3 from Southern Wells, Ellie Heim. In lane 4 from Bluffton, Giovanna Martinez. In lane 5 from Jay, Addie Bokenman. And in lane 6 from Southern Wells, Blakely Bauer. With Giovanna Martinez seated to win, with Andy Bokeman right behind her.
Giovanna Martinez, younger sister of Bluffton State qualifier Gus Martinez. Gus qualified in the 300 hurdles, I believe. They've been the 110s. It was a few years ago. One of the two. You know, he was the indoor 60-meter champion in the small school his senior year. I do know that one for a fact. So, got quite the pedigree there in the Martinez family. Seeing if Giovanna can take some stride here. Looking like Addie Beckman of Jay County, though, looking very strong. You can kind of gauge on where these runners are based on who gets over the hurdle first. As they come around this turn here, it will even out as Beckman looking to be taking the lead. Martinez, though, not going to back down. Neither will Southern Wells' Ellie Heim. As it does look like Beckman will take the win in that heat. And that was going to be at a 36.98 unofficially, which puts her in contention again. And whenever you get into this finals of 8, it can kind of be a mental fatigue of fighting for that last spot.
In Heat 2 of the 200-meter girl hurdles, in Lane 1 from Adams Central, A.B. Rowe. In Lane 2 from Heritage, Kenley Gibbs. In Lane 3 from Heritage, Grace Lehrman. In Lane 4 from Woodland, Eva Cook. In Lane 5 from Adams Central, Maylee Fichter. In Lane 6 from Jay, Arabelle Link. In Lane 7 from Woodland, Kara Sheeman, and in Lane 8 from Bluffton, Ariana Hammer.
And I did forget to start my unofficial clock. Elliot's on top of things, though. Like Hammer of Bluffton and
out in front,
Cook of Woodland being the first 2 to attack the hurdles. Hammer's had quite the year as well. It's like Cook has the slight step on Hammer. As Eva Cook is looking to come away with her, I believe, second ACAC championship of the night. Hammer coming in second, and of Adams Central, Grace Lehrman in third.
Cam Bellman from South Adams. Please head over to the 200 hurdles start line. This is the last call for the boys 200-meter low hurdles. Second call, girls 800-meter run. First call, boys 800-meter run. Last call, boys 200-meter low hurdles.
We have the boys 200 low hurdles coming up. For the first heat in Lane 2 from Heritage, Jason Preferity. In Lane 3 from Southern Wells, Liam Lees. In lane 4 from AC, Quinn Powell. In lane 5 from AC, Jordan Shakir. In lane 6 from Southern Wells, Liam Thompson. And finally, in lane 7 from South Adams, Miles McGill. With Quinn Powell seated to get first and Jordan Shakir seated in second.
Look at that. The 200-meter hurdles for the girls. Not just one, but two scorers from the first heat, as Addie Beckman and Giovanna Martinez coming in 7th and 8th, respectively. Seeing if any of these young men can replicate that. So the two young fellows from Adams Central, Quinn Powell and Jordan Shakir, first ones over the first and second hurdles. That's a nice, strong look here from Powell, as he's going to drive over that last hurdle and give himself a really good chance of getting some points for the Flying Jets. Shakir in second, third being Liam Lees of Southern Wells.
In our second heat of the night for boys 200-meter hurdles, in lane 1, Cole Goebel from Heritage. In lane 2, Bodie Fichter from Bluffton. In lane 3 from Jay, Fernando Mejia Lopez. In lane 4 from South Adams, Cam Bauman. In lane 5 from Woodland, Justin Kelly. In lane 6 from Woodland, Micaiah Long. In lane 7 from Jay, Marcus Denny. And in lane 8 from Bluffton, Harrison Broker.
Harrison Broker having a solid season as well for the Tigers, but Cam Bauman just having a solid night. He won the, I believe he won the 100-meter dash, anchored that 4x100. Now looking to see what he can do here in the 200-meter hurdles.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Sorry, they're going to want you down on the infield. My bad. Athletes down on the infield, please. Thank you.
That was a 32.79, so about 2.5 seconds faster than his seed time for Quinn Powell. And it does look like Kelly of Woodland in the lead, but this is going to be the tightest race of the 200-meter hurdles so far, as Bauman is looking to inch his way towards, looks like he is going to take that lead over this last hurdle. And
he takes it.
Cam Bauman, another ACAC championship under his belt, as Justin Kelly just coming in second place.
Second call, boys 800-meter run. First call, girls 200-meter dash. Last call, girls 800-meter run. I need Mackenzie Stryker. Mackenzie Stryker. Yes, I know. Thank you, Jocelyn. Mackenzie Stryker. Mackenzie Stryker of Southern Wells, please make your way to the start line. Here are the results of the boys 400 meters. In 8th place from Heritage, Oscar Runyon. In 7th place from South Adams, Hector Rankle. In 6th place from Jay County, Carter May.
We have the girls 800 meters run coming in.
4th place from Adams Central, Seth Keller.
In lane 1,
3rd place from Southern
Charlotte
Wells,
Connor
Michael
from
Fiddler.
Woodland.
2nd place from Woodland, Zach Bargo. The ACAC Middle School champion for 2020.
So yeah, they're sharing some lanes here. So Charlotte Connor and Maya Somerset, Aaron Ramsey are all being in box 1. Tinley Fichter, Mackenzie Stryker, Brindley Coulter, and Mackenzie White in 2. Emmy Dahmer, Olivia Buke, Aaliyah McIntyre in lane 3. And in box 4, Addison Stebbing, Aubrey Hunley, and Shauna Butler. So with the 800, again, it is kind of this staggered start here, where staggered box alleys. So these competitors will have to stay in their 2 lanes up until the green line on the track, which is highlighted by a couple cones. So again, it's going to look a little bit awkward, but as soon as they get to those cones, unlike in that boys 4x8, they can break down into lane 1. And what I try to teach the runners is aim for that turn, because even if it's a half a step or two, it's going to save just a little bit of time and give you a slight bit of advantage there. So Tinley Fichter is the top seed coming into this one. Emmy Dahmer just about a second and a half behind her, 2:37.4 for Fichter and 2:39 flat for Dahmer. And there's the winners for the 200-meter hurdles for the girls. As the girls' 800-meter run getting things started.
From Woodland, Charlotte Connor. From South Adams, Maya Somerset. From Bluffton, Aaron Ramsier. From Southern Wells, Tinley Fichter. From Southern Wells, Mackenzie Stryker. From Adams Central, Brindley Coulter. From Bluffton, Mackenzie White.
As we get to that breaking point, it does look like Aaron Ramsier is out in the lead. Just behind her is going to be Aubrey Neuenschwander and Tinley Fichter, both of Southern Wells. Not too far behind is Emmy Dahmer of Heritage. So these four really strong junior high runners, as looks like Neuenschwander taking the lead here after the 200-meter mark. And these four were the top four finishers this fall at the cross-country meet, seeing how the order may shake out here tonight.
Boys 200-meter hurdles runners, please make your way to the awards stand.
Pardon me, that is Tinley Fichter in the lead, as Aaron Ramsey is going to try to make a little bit more of a surge to see what she can do. And those two are going to come across at 1:15, looking like that third place, 3 seconds behind at 1:18.
Here are the results of the boys 200-meter hurdles.
And pardon me, that's Mackenzie Stryker of Southern Wells as the number 2, now in 4th place behind Dahmer. As Tinley Fichter separating a little bit here from Aaron Ramsey as they got about 300 meters to go. Sometimes you got to figure out when to make that move. These two definitely separating each other from the field. Dahmer's quite a strong runner as well, but looking like Fichter and Ramsey are going to make a statement here and separate at the front of the pack.
ACAC middle school champion of the boys 200-meter hurdles. A time of 28.49 seconds from South Adams, Cam Bauman.
Does kind of look like Ramsey's trying to pick up that pace a little bit, but Tinley Fichter, again, quite a strong runner herself. Not going to back down easy.
It's looking like Ramsey's closing the gap. Might just be the curve. She's definitely closing that gap. She's making a move.
So about Aaron Ramsey is going to have to start making her way outside towards lane 2 if she's going to want to make a chance, but Tinley Fichter looks like she's going to hold on just enough, as Tinley Fichter coming in just, I had on my hand, 0.3 of a second in front of Aaron Ramsey. Dahmer coming in 3rd, and that's going to be Stryker in 4th place. Quite a big finish here coming up for the bulk of the pack. These are scoring positions, as it's going to go Woodland, South Adams, Southern Wells, Jay County, and I believe South Adams being 8th or 9th there. So quite an impressive kick there at the front of the pack, and quite an impressive competition there for those last few scoring positions. Who do we got here in this boys 800-meter run, Jeremy?
In the first box, we have Zach Bogo from Woodland, Xander Wagner from Woodland, and Lucas McGill from South Adams. In our second box, we have Logan Rogers from Southern Wells, Julius Garrido from Heritage, Hudson Withers from Bluffton, Eurasia Carpenter from Jay. In our third box, we have Ethan Schwartz, from Southern Wells, Andrea Lopez from Jake County, Eli Neuenschwander from South Adams, and in our fourth and final box, we have Henry Michaels from Adams Central, Brett Garwood from Adams Central, and TJ Barabo Howard from Bluffton.
I will say, like, a couple of these familiar names, Bargo and Wagner, especially in the 400-meter run, I believe. Like, this is a very difficult double event to pull off, going from 400 to 800, because all you have in between, especially in the middle school, is the 200-meter hurdles, and that's not a long break going from an all-out sprint to an all-out sprint. So interested to see how that may affect some things. I mean, Bargo coming in with a 2:15.9, which is quite an impressive mark for a middle schooler. The meet record was set by Lehman of Adams Central in 1981, 2:07.50. That's going to place quite well in a lot of high school races even. So I know they were getting some confirmations on the order of finishers there in the girls 800-meter run, so we'll get that scoring list to you guys here shortly. Take a quick look over at the field events as they're situating these 800-meter results. Does look like they may have cleared the track of the girls, letting the guys take the stage. Does look like it is the boys discus finals going on, or no, pardon me, boys shot put. Looks like all of discus is done. As we're getting ready for this boys 800-meter run. As Vince Canones, very appreciate his role as a frequent starter here at Bluffton Athletic Events, whether it's cross country, swimming, or track and field.
From Southern Wells, Logan Rogers. From Heritage, Julius Garrido. From Bluffton, Hudson Withers. From Jake County, Uriah Carpenter. From Southern Wells, Ethan Schwartz. From Jake County, Andre Lopez. From South Adams, Eli Neuenschwander.
These boys are coming out with a 32-second 200.
And from Bluffton, TJ Barabo Howard.
So interested to see how things may shake out. So it does appear to be, not sure if that's Bargo or Wagner in front for Woodland, but it is Hudson Withers in second currently. And then Southern Wells is Logan Rogers, and then the teammate, Bargo or Wagner, coming up now in third. Hudson Withers of Bluffton looking to be taking a little bit of a lead here at lap one, coming in at 1:08. So Hudson Withers looking to be separating here as he comes across. Will be quite a PR according to his entry time if he's able to maintain this. Going Woodland, Southern Wells, and first through fourth. And I believe Wagner and Bargo both were in the 400, if I'm not mistaken.
Girls 800 runners can make their way to the award stand.
So Bargo did get second in the 400. Wagner was not. Wagner, though, I believe, was in the 1,600-meter run. As both warriors are going to give Hudson Withers everything that they have, as about under 100 meters to go. Looks like both of the warriors going to be coming around here in lane two. Hudson Withers going to be trying to hold on, but he's not going to have quite enough. He made his move at the 400. Now it's a battle between first and second, and I can't tell the difference between the two, but it will be Woodland, 1-2, and hand time Hudson Withers at a 2:18.9 for third place.
Still quite a PR.
2:25 there for fourth. Southern Wells, then we're going South Adams, Heritage, Jay County, Got a nice race between Bravo Hauer and Adam Central's Ethan Swart. Or sorry, pardon me. Adam Central's, that'd be either Henry Michaels or Brett Garwood. And then looks like they gave the edge to Bravo Hauer on that lane there. Love to see those tough races coming down the stretch.
Last call, girls 200-meter dash. Second call, boys 200-meter dash. First call, girls 4x400-meter relay. Last call, girls 200-meter dash.
Do look at the now finals. This will be the second time these girls have taken the start at the 200-meter dash, who now are sitting in the finals here.
3 more races.
For the girls 200, for the final heat, in lane 1, it is Ella Pedraza. In lane from Heritage. In lane 2, Eva Kopp from Woodland. In lane 3, Jordan Champ from Jay County. In lane 4, Tinley Evans from Heritage. In lane 5, J.J. Reynolds from Jay County. In lane 6, Hayden McElvin from Bluffton. In lane 7, Hannah Romek from Woodland. And in lane 8, Vada Palmer from Southern Wells. With Tinley Evans seated to get first.
And the meet record for the 200-meter dash is 27.3 from 1987. This is a pair of record holders, Nicodemus, I believe, of Norwell, and then Durig of Cherubusco being the joint record holders. Evans comes in, that 6th grader. She's already got the 400-meter record set earlier tonight. She's got a time of 27.40 coming into this one. So it'll be interesting to see if she can find that extra gear. I think this might be all that she has to go. Maybe the 4x4 to go. She was not in the long jump, as I was mistaken. So be interesting to see what the 6th grader has in her tank. As they get rolling here. McElveen out in lane 6, making up the stagger on 7 and 8. But Evans doing her job inside that lane 4 as well. But Jay County's J.J. Reynolds trying to hang with her as well as Jordan Champ. Jordan Champ just being edged out in the 100-meter dash. Looks like Evans will do so once again in the 200 as she will go 3 for 3 in the open races. You got a hand time of 27.66. So it'll be interesting to see what the FAT time shapes out to be.
First call, boys 4x400-meter relay. Last call, boys 200-meter dash.
As we're looking at the boys 200 start list here in the finals.
In lane 1, we have Luke Dillon from Heritage. In lane 2, Fernando Miji Lopez from Jay. In lane 3, Nishana Ramirez from South Adams. In lane 4, Davin Dreyer from Bluffton. In lane 5, Boston Garrard from Woodland. In lane 6, Leonardo Duran from Adams. In lane 7, Aiden Jimenez Lucero from South Adams. And in lane 8, Justin Kelly from Woodland.
So Tinley Evans' official time coming in at 28.03, so short of the record, but still all the impressive for the 6th grade.
Good.
And Davin Dreyer going to be able to see if he can get this one. The meet record, 24.26, set by Reed Rohrbacher of Leo, set in 2009. Davin coming in with a 24.09. Let's see how, speaking of Davin, I'm interested to see how the high jump had been going on.
Ball spotted at the 33-yard line. 2nd and 3. I've only done football one time ever. Hey, I did semi-state
As this 200-meter dash gets going, looks like Woodland's Boston Gerard out in front, but Davin Dreyer giving everything he has. A little bit of a slow start out of the blocks, but Davin using his stride, using his speed to try to be the best in the ACAC, and he is, as Gerard coming in second. Davin Dreyer on my hand time, 25.26, so likely going to be well short of that record. But as I was kind of curious about the high jump, Davin Dreyer has yet to attempt a height, and the majority of the field is out. We still have Titus Foster, Carter May, Stanley Eaton having passed, cleared 4'10". Julius Garrido of Heritage still to attempt it. And again, Davin Dreyer yet to even attempt. Wes Kunkel missed on all 3 attempts at 4'10", but he did clear at 4'8", so likely will be scoring for the Tigers there.
With the Jake County and Woodland girls 4x400 meter relay teams, please make your way to the staging area.
So this is coming down to the final event around the track. There is no 3,200 or even 2,400 in the junior high level. So we are getting to the 4x400 relays. We will try to get a quick scoring update, courtesy of our. We'll have you read these, Elliot, if you. Yeah, it's been a bit since you've.
Currently in 7th place is South Adams with 12 points. 6th place, Adams
boys
Central.
or girls?
Oh, this is women's. Sorry. Yes, 7th place, South Adams, 12 points. 6th place, Adams Central, 26 points. In 5th place is Southern Wells with 47. In 4th place is Bluffton with 65.5 points. In 3rd place is Jay County with 70 points. In 2nd is Woodland with 86.5 points. And in 1st, currently for the women, is Heritage with 118 points.
I think coming in on paper, the Heritage Patriots definitely looked like the heavy favorites and looking like they're delivering. What about on the guys' side?
For the men, in 7th place with 31 points is Southern Wells. 6th place goes to Jay County with 35 points. In 4th place currently is Adams Central with 39 points. That would be in 5th place. There seems to be an issue with the scoring.
Tied for 4th.
Tied for 4th, right. Tied for 4th is Adams Central and Heritage with 39 points each. In 3rd place is South Adams with 51. In 2nd is Bluffton with 73. And for the men, currently 1st is Woodland with 114.
It does appear that there's still boys high jump, boys shot put, and girls discus to be scored. So I think there's may be some outside chances, but looking like securing in a way for Woodland and Heritage. As we get started with this 4x400 meter relay for the girls, Heritage are the heavy favorites. They may be chasing after the meet record, which is 4:31.6, set by themselves in 2003. They come in with a seed time of 4 minutes 25 seconds. And second best seed time goes to the Woodland Warriors at 4:45. Southern Wells 4:57. Jay County 4:58. South Adams 5 flat, and Bluffton no seed time for this 4x4. So Jeremy, you've ran a few of these this year.
I have.
What's the energy like at the end of the meet when you get to the 4x4?
It depends what the meet's going. If it's a close meet, everyone is cheering you on. Everyone's there and ready. If it's not that close of a meet and you know someone's gonna win, I mean, there's still people cheering you on. It's just not as much. It's not as fun to run.
It's one of those that definitely can be kind of a make or break in a way, and I've seen it where even the winners of these races getting just as excited, even if it doesn't change the team standings, it does still give that kind of a accomplishment. Like you are the last winner on the track. Yeah. Looks like Ramsey or Bluffton is that opening leg. And seems like Heritage is trying to make up quite a bit of ground here in lane 4. Jay County is about to make up that stagger on Bluffton. Heritage will likely do it before this first exchange. And the first listed runner for the Patriots is Mallory Ehrman. Jay County's Macy Dehoff, possibly the one in the for the Patriots as well. Patriots and Patriots. It's not too uncommon to share nicknames in a conference. I know there's one in Ohio I remember seeing when I was in college. It's 3 Bulldogs in the same conference. I think that gets a little confusing.
That'd be annoying.
So that opening leg here for Heritage coming in at a 104.
Probably because I've been holding them all over here for awards and
Well, that Dreyer hasn't even jumped yet.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Is he even over there? No, because he's running the 4x4.
So Heritage definitely separating, and here on the second leg is when the runners are able to break in. And definitely, again, an interesting tactic here. Lots of time to learn, but you see, especially those first two runners, they turn immediately left towards lane one. They do a little bit more gradual. It's going to just save them just even a half a second. Sometimes that's all the difference in a 4x4.
Or, you can just not cut it in at all.
Yeah.
That works too.
That sounds like
We
you've
saw
done
that
that
at
from
Bluffton.
experience, right? This Heritage team definitely looking like they can live up to their seed time. Looks like all the field events except for boys high jump, because Davin Dreyer has yet to attempt a height, and he's still got the 4x4 to go.
I would hate to high jump after a 4x4.
As that second leg for Heritage being a 1:11 for a total of 2:16. So if that comes out evenly, it'll be a 4:32, but seeing what these third and fourth legs have to go, and it looks like quite a strong leg here for Heritage. It does look like Tinley Evans is that anchor for the Patriots. Seeing what type of energy she has remaining. Again, she's the individual champion in the 100, the 200, and 400 with a new conference meet record. So all things kind of considered, looks like she is poised to go 4 for 4 in her events and score a nice 32.5 points for her squad. So 108 coming in at 325. We've seen Tinley run near a 1 flat, but I just feel like at this point in the night may not have that energy in her. She's got quite a commanding lead. She's got 12, 13 seconds to play with, so I don't think it's necessarily one where may not necessarily expect her to get this record, but secure this for her squad. It will be quite a battle for second, as you have Jay County, Woodland. I believe Woodland now taking that second place position. Bluffton going to be fighting for it as well, as they're just kind of playing leapfrog, as Tinley Evans is in her own world. Southern Wells not too far behind either. Make sure you keep don't just follow this winner, pan back towards the next package. Is going to be an interesting question. So for the Heritage Patriots, Tinley Evans, 4th time tonight, crossing the line in the lead. Quite an impressive performance tonight for the, again, she's only a 6th grader. That's just the most impressive thing about it. Looks like that is going to be Aubrey Neuenschwander. I've talked about her quite a bit tonight as well. She's going to surge from 5th to 2nd. And Woodland going 3rd, Bluffton 4th, and Jay County 5th. South Adams will be rounding things out in 6th place. So Heritage putting a nice stamp on the night, as they will come away, at least unofficially, with the girls, I guess pretty well officially, with the girls team title, as well as several individual accomplishments as well. Now we switch gears to the boys 4x400. Who's the fastest seed time here?
Woodland Middle School was at 4:05:07.
And the meet record set by Southern Wells in 1998, 3 minutes, 55.8 seconds. If I'm looking at those years, I'm going to assume that Joe McFerrin was likely on that 4x4. Just knowing Joe and his children, the level of runners that they are, I'm sure that he likely a factor on that 4x4. Maybe even Lise as well. He's got quite a few kids running. This boys 4x4. This will not be the final event. There are still some high jumpers. Nice clearance there by Adams Central. That would have been Stanley Eaton clearing 4 feet 10 inches, maybe even 5 feet, depending on how synchronized these live results are. He did fail twice at 410, so he would technically be in last compared to these remaining jumpers, but still clearing that height nonetheless. Yeah, Davin Dreyer, the favorite to win, still has 1 lap to run. And he hasn't even taken an attempt yet. As Heritage does look to take an early lead. Woodland boys as a team looking like they may have things wrapped up and secured. Coming in as the favorite in this race as well, but may need to do some work on these next 3 legs, as looks like, I believe that's Wes Kunkel in lane 1 for Bluffton, taking past Southern Wells and Woodland. But up in the front here, we have Heritage, Jay County, South Adams fighting for that first position. May look like Heritage is well in the lead, but it's going to be Jay County. Going to be neck and neck with the Patriots. The Patriots and the Starfires in third. Nice strong kick of energy there for the Heritage, as he's going to be the first one by quite a mark to get to the breaking point. I forgot to split things, but they were well under 110. So it looks like it's going Heritage, Jay County, Bluffton. I believe that's Harrison Baroker for the Tigers. Or is that Kaufman?
That is Kaufman.
That's Maddox Kaufman there.
It is. Harrison is next.
So Stanley Eaton officially passing 5 foot on his first attempt. Again, 2 misses at 410. Gets 5 foot on his first attempt, so nice recovery there by Eaton. Heritage going to have the lead here after halfway point. Jay County in second. That's 2 flat. So that's quite an impressive second leg for sure for Heritage, as seeing what they can put together here to close things out. Looks like this third leg from Woodland may be a big catalyst in them having that top seed time, because he is looking like he's trying to catch Baroker there for Bluffton. Heritage has about a 10-yard lead. Baroker closing in on second place of Jay County. Bluffton does have Davin Dreyer as its anchor. He is the 400-meter champion. And he's going to be going up against Jay County's 4x8 anchor. And Jay County's 4x8 set the meet record earlier tonight as well. Kind of a miscommunication on the exchange for Heritage. So seeing what Davin can do, can he capitalize on that mistake? But maybe way too far behind to make a move, but I feel like I've seen crazier finishes in a 4x4 as well.
Yeah.
So Heritage has like 45 yards on now Dreyer, who's in second. Jay County's not backing down. Looks like it's Ango Cato. Jay County only has 4 guys listed on this 4x4. Carter May, Lyle Beiswanger, Andre Lopez, and now Ango Cato, as Dreyer seems to be used as a windshield, as Cato is taking around that second lane here. Davin Dreyer, he's trying to kick in. He's the 200, 400 champ, seeing what he can do, and he's going to get out-kicked here by Cato, as it goes Heritage, Jay County, Bluffton, Woodland. Southern Wells in 5th, South Adams should be coming around here in 6th, and rounding things out, Adams Central in 7th. And Heritage leading pretty well wire to wire there on that 4x4. Still have 4 jumpers alive here in high jump. All other events have been scored. So we'll switch gears. I'm sure we'll get some reads, some podium reads going on here shortly. We'll get those to you as well. What's the next thing you're reading? You know?
Nothing until high jump's done.
You're not reading any more podiums?
I don't think I can because they're going to be jumping.
Izzy, you can just kind of zoom in on people randomly as you team with. Like, not like super close up, but like if there's like a group of people, you can kind of zoom in on them as they're chatting and stuff like that. Yeah, so I see like Davin and Hudson
Davin's sitting
right
over
around
here.
the 35-yard line on the right side. But it shouldn't need to be just Bluffton people.
Do I need to call kids over to jump?
Or what hurt?
I think we had 3 athletes remaining, and I think they were all in the 4x4.
So hearing some of the chatter on the walkie-talkies between admin and our wonderful PA announcer, Jeff Kokenauer. Sounds like there's 3, I think 4 jumpers remaining, but all 4 of them being in that 4x400 for the boys, so giving them some time to recover. On Friday night, it was pole vault. That was the final event of the evening, and tonight it's going to be the high jump. So. I do want to give a big shout out to Izzy Combs being on camera. Elliot Brown, I think I tasked him with quite the task on production tonight. Elliot, how do you feel like all these different
it's been very hectic.
Yeah.
Having to like copy and paste what the current event is and check the clock, and then put on lane assignments and screenshot results and type up the lane assignments for the finals. There's been a lot going on, but it's been fun.
Yeah, going from the basketball production, it's like, oh, hey, let me add a point here.
Yeah,
oh, hey, we have this camera set up that adds the points for us. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, it was like, and Mosa added like a foul if I really cared that much. But now, yeah, and I got 2 cameras going, but it's fun.
Yeah, this is, I would say, almost like our biggest production yet.
That we've done, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, and being first year, and again, like I really was trying to stay hands off, but I was like, this track meet's going to be a little bit more complicated, and everything like that. And so, but like overall, like, and Jeremy, I'll get to you and ask you kind of similar as well. I know Jessica Bricker put together that video of you guys talking about.
Forgot about that. Yeah, she did.
The Student Broadcasting Club. So, what's your experience been with it, like starting with basketball and like even trying this tonight with a little bit more complexities?
Well, when you told me about it, I knew that I was like, I'll be the computer guy. Talking is not my strong suit, especially with basketball, because I think besides the games I broadcast, I've watched like 2 games of basketball my entire life. But it was a lot of fun to like be the computer guy and sit behind the computer and piece everything together, and take the video and the people talking and the scores and present it in a way that people hopefully enjoy watching. And then because tonight is kind of like a good culmination, it's felt like difficult, but also in a good way. Kind of like I'm like pushing myself.
Yeah, and I would say so as well. I think a lot of these little pieces that we've experimented on, and I think that's kind of an exciting thing, is really we can just kind of try to do whatever we think could work. And I just kind of peeking over and like seeing what you've been trying to keep up with. It just seems to be really exciting. And yeah, definitely thought you'd be the computer guy. When you said, "Hey, can I call this basketball game?" Elliot, do you even know what a double dribble is?
Yeah. Yeah. The first time I called one, I think I said 5 words.
Yeah, but it's all growing
Yeah, I know.
experiences and everything like that.
I know more about basketball than I
Yeah.
did then.
Jeremy, I guess similar for you. Like, what got you in the broadcasting club?
I showed up to a bunch of meetings, and then you guys were just like, "You want to join?"
Yeah,
So I did.
It kind of got pressured in by having Big Brother be your ride to and from everywhere, right?
Yeah, it's kind of why he joined. He was just stuck with me until I left the school, so he came to broadcasting.
Needed something to do.
Yeah, and it's one of those things. It's especially as a freshman. I think you actually were the first one to use this equipment. You recorded a podcast for a class.
We did. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
So, like, I guess, like, coming in, I know you were a big part of robotics in middle school. I know we don't necessarily have robotics at the high school. But what has this kind of been like for you? Like, how's it felt being part of some of these broadcasts? Like, whether camera, production, and now a little bit of commentary as well.
I don't know. Like, I watched. Oh, what did I watch? I watched some like professional sports game the other day. I was like, I can do that, but worse. And it just like it kind of opened up to doing all this stuff.
Yeah, and it's something where you just always try to get a feel for, and develop over time. And I know from my experiences, like, it's just doing it more and more is the only way to get better. I mean, this is really the only third time I've ever talked about track on a microphone, and it's definitely a weird experience. But I just know, like, through basketball and football, it's just those repetitions is going to go a long way. And I know kind of my goal for you guys is when we get to next fall, hoping to get more kind of staff members involved just to help cover more and more work, but get into some of the, especially like junior varsity football games, maybe some of the football or junior varsity football games, some of the volleyball matches that are at home, maybe even expanding it at some point to some of the other sports like tennis and cross country, swimming, just getting that coverage, wrestling as well.
Cross
And
country would be cool to cover.
yeah, it's definitely an interesting one because as we kind of see sometimes in these races.
How would we do that? Like, do you have some guy running around with a camera?
Exactly, yeah.
That would be epic,
You take a
actually.
GoPro on you on the race and just kind of see what happens. No, I know we have quite a view from this press box of the Bluffton course at least. I mean, it's kind of a unique setup where I do feel like we can pan around. I know Coach Teeple has kind of mentioned, hey, I've got my drone license. I don't know necessarily how that technology will all communicate with each other, but I think that would be a very neat thing. I know our friends over at Witness Media covered the ACAC cross-country meet when we hosted it here 3 years ago. And it was interesting because all those races kind of seemed to be like, oh, here's a front runner, and we follow the front runner, and then everybody coming across the finish line. So it's definitely something that's very difficult, very interesting to cover when you have a single camera. But it still be kind of fun. And trust me, talking about a 5K, it's
so
tough.
exciting.
It is very tough to talk throughout the whole 5K.
I could imagine.
As we do get some of these award winners going on here, I think Mr. Coconut has quite a collection of names to be reading off here.
Next we'll present the winners, the awards for the girls' high jump.
So going with the girls' high jump winners here.
The results in
I think this meet record, I think it's worth noting, 1982 Norwell standout, Angie Bradburn, 5 feet 8.5 inches. I think that record is pretty well safe in Angie's hands for probably quite some time.
Yes. Yeah. Pretty high.
Especially considering the boys' record from 1999 is 5 feet 11 and a quarter.
So, yeah, he's got it pretty much in the bag if she wants it.
From Woodland, Meredith Wise, and from Bluffton, Paisley Neuenschwander.
So as we take a look, you have the girls' high jump results on the screen for everybody there. See, I think especially now as things have slowed down, it's like, oh, hey, the screenshot method, it actually does make sense. Yeah.
It works. It was when I had to do it and start our clock
Yeah.
and put line times up that it got kind of hectic, but it works.
Yeah, and I wonder too, like, just thinking, brainstorming, like using a second computer and like a shared Google Drive where we can like somebody else is doing that.
It'd be cool if you had like a second monitor that he could have production truck up on.
Yeah.
To do that, that'd be cool.
So Izzy, I know you don't have a microphone, but I guess we can give you an opportunity to communicate with us, like shake up and down on the camera if you really enjoyed your time here on the with student broadcasting, or hey, look at that.
Yeah.
You can't really see it. Yeah, there we go. So Izzy's done a nice job. I think she's really thrived in the role as being a camera operator. I saw her in the hallway just the other day and was like, hey, you able to help on Friday? And she just, oh, yeah, for sure. Just really appreciate her enthusiasm. Obviously, knowing you two for several years, coaching your siblings and now yourselves. But, yeah, Izzy being a freshman who just kind of came in. It's like, oh, hey, let's get a part of this. And she's been an awesome addition to this.
As we now get the results from girls long jump, I believe.
Yes, this is girls long jump.
4th place from Woodland, Hannah Remke.
So, the
3rd place from Bluffton, Hayden McElveen. 2nd place from Heritage.
So the winner, so Inslee Dahmer I'm actually very curious about how she fared in the throws tonight. I know she was very close to a lot of the records.
11 inches from Jay County, Jordan Champ.
Jordan Champ being the long jump champion here tonight. Nice to see her get that first place podium finish. I know she had very close races in the 100, 200, so good to see her be able to get that championship for herself.
And here are the results of the girls' shot put. In 8th place from Heritage, Kendall Gerber. 7th place from Southern Wells, Elsa Frakes. 6th place from Bluffton, Melina Moya. 5th place from Jay County, Arabella Link. 4th place from Adams Central, Kenley Henning. 3rd place from Woodland, Bella Payne. Second place from Woodland, Grace Hammond. The winner of the 2026 girls shot put for the ACAC Middle School track meet, a mark of 35 feet from Heritage, Inslee Dahmer.
New meet record.
That mark of 35 feet is a new
And
ACAC Middle School meet record.
Inslee Dahmer does get the ACAC meet record with a throw of 35 feet, no inches. What's very impressive, Grace Hammond in second place broke the previous record, as did Bella Payne in third and Kenley Henning in fourth. We had the 4 best throws in ACAC middle school history all happen here tonight. Just an impressive performance by these young ladies. So again, Kenley Henning, Bella Payne, Grace Hammond, and Inslee Dahmer, the 4 best middle school shot putters in ACAC history.
7th place from Woodland, Addison Stebbing. 6th place from South Adams, Ava Martins. 5th place from Bluffton, Melina Moya. 4th place from Bluffton, Cheyenne Sonningson. 3rd place from Woodland, Bella Payne. 2nd place from Southern Wells, Elsa Franks. Your 2026 Middle School ACAC Girls Discus Champion, a mark of 92 feet 7 inches from Heritage, Inslee Dahmer. What?
And Inslee Dahmer, not just one record, but 2 meet records, as her mark of 92 feet 7 inches surpasses Kiana Gary of Leo. That shot put barrage of record breakers, also passing Kiana Gary of Leo, both set in 2009. So huge congratulations to all 4 of those shot putters, but especially a big shout out there to Inslee Dahmer of Heritage Junior High School.
Girls pole vaulters can make their way to the award stand. Here are the results. Third place from Woodland, Ruby Ottenweller. Second place from Woodland, Elsie Clark. Winner of the 2026 Middle School ACAC Girls Pole Vault, a mark of 8 feet 6
So girls
inches
pole vault,
from
we had
Heritage,
3 individuals.
Ainsley Dahmer.
Meet record.
The first year, right?
Second year.
This is the second year for the pole vault in middle school ACAC.
And that mark of 8 feet 6 inches, Inslee Dahmer passing her, I guess, record from last year. So she now has 3 meet records. Yeah, 3 meet. It's the same girl. And yeah, Inslee Dahmer now 3 meet records. She does break her own 8 foot 3 inch. Now, pole vault was reinstituted last year in 2025. I believe there was no girls pole vault beforehand. The boys pole vault record, at least the modern one, is being 6 foot 6 by Lucas Clem. Not sure if that is necessarily the overall record. I'm sure there was middle school pole vault in the past as well.
Boys shot put.
Inslee Dahmer was in it. Why would there be a record?
Yeah, so the 2 newer events to the middle school ACAC being pole vault and the 4x800.
James Moore. 7th place from Bluffton, Charlie Eisenhut.
We are taking a look at
From Woodland,
boys shot put. Okay, so do have an update. Davin Dreyer did miss all 3 attempts at 5 feet. I think maybe being a little gassed after the 4x4. So that means the champion going to Titus Foster of Heritage.
And I think he just cleared 5-2.
Winner of the 2026 ACAC
So on the shot put side,
a mark of 35 feet
Eli Litchfield coming away with the top podium finish, the mark of 35 feet 10 inches.
Next, we'll recognize the boys discus throwers. Here are the
Now
results
we're getting
of
the
the
boys discus throwers.
8th place from Heritage, Grayson Gerardo. 7th place from Bluffton, Reed Harris. 6th place from Woodland, Tony Saldana. 5th place from Adams Central, James Smith. 4th place from Adams Central, Eli James. 3rd place from Woodland, Skylar Rupert. 2nd place from Bluffton, Maddox Kaufman. Your 2026 ACAC Middle School Boys Discus Champion, a mark of 143 feet 9 inches from Heritage, Eli Litchfield.
Eli Litchfield, a mark of 143 feet 9 inches, being a new ACAC meet record. Heritage just coming away with so many meet records, especially in the field here tonight. do have a little bit of a look here. Tight roster of Heritage, the last high jump stand.
Here are the results of the boys pole vault. One competitor tonight. A mark of 6 feet 6 inches from Woodland Middle School, Keller Smith.
Keller Smith being the lone participant in the boys pole vault, coming away with the 6'6" mark, which does tie last year's winner, Lucas Clem, also of Woodland. So at least the modern era of ACAC tying that meet record. I'm sure that there is a more long-standing record there in pole vault. We may need to see if we can do some digging on those records from the past there. Yeah, especially with high schoolers, I think it's impressive enough getting high schoolers that adrenaline to get into pole vault, but seeing some middle schoolers do, I think that just takes an incredible feat of confidence and kind of fearlessness, recklessness. I think this is what you were kind of saying, right? Stupidity, I think, is what you said.
Something like that, yeah. There's a lot of high schoolers that would not pole vault if given the chance, because they tell me all the time, they're like, how do you do it? It'd be terrifying. The fact that a middle school is doing it is quite impressive. As we look over at high jump, we still have
Titus Foster of Heritage Junior High.
5'1", third attempt.
And he gets it. And look at that big cheering section of the Patriot faithful down there as well. Titus Foster clearing 5 feet 1 inches over on the high jump.
She didn't say I know, but she wanted to say I know.
So we still have an event going on. Foster's PR coming into tonight, 5 feet 5 inches. I believe Foster's part of the 4x4, and the 800, so we're delaying the podiums for those two events. Just that's the Titus Foster show here on BHMSD TV.
Not the 800. What am I doing? I can do the 800.
Got to pan over a little bit more to the left to get his run-up start here. Easy. Yeah, there you go.
They have the slow clap in the cheering section, getting him ready.
I think this would be a lot of fun. I think seeing everybody over there, again, there's nothing else to watch. You get a lot of different individuals in the infield. First attempt, no good. I thought about trying to analyze his form there, but I realized I have no high jump form as shown yesterday, nor do I have hurdle form, but...
Well, you can get over the hurdles. It's just the landing
yeah, it
bit
is
that
the
you
landing.
can't
Yeah,
figure out.
When I was going back listening to the ACAC coverage of Witness Media, Clint Anderson made the comment of, first time I went to go over a hurdle, I stopped and didn't want to try. I tried, and both times I've tried, I have fallen 21 years apart. So I think I need to learn from him and just stop.
I don't know. Third time's the charm.
Yeah, there you go. I like the confidence, Elliot.
Just saying. Next year.
You gotta snap the lead leg down.
Yeah.
Eighth place from Jay County.
I feel like I was just treating those hurdles like wickets.
Seventh place from Jay County, Andre Lopez.
All right. So Titus Foster, his second attempt here at 5 feet 5 feet 1 inch, and just getting it, hitting his hips there.
I'm pretty sure that's wrong. It's been like that for the last 10 minutes.
Fourth place from Southern Wells, Logan Rogers.
Oh, so he has cleared 5 foot 1 inch.
Third place from Bluffton, Hudson Withers.
So this might be up 5'2" then. Regardless, Titus Foster is the champion. So thank you, Jeremy, for the correction. Do have the 800 meter crew going on here.
Zach Bargo. Meet record.
Yeah, Jeff Kokenauer loving all the meet records going on here tonight. But the 800 record, 2:07.5 by Lehman in 1981. I think there's a reason that one's been standing for quite some time.
There's a couple of these on here.
It's 2-2. Tigers coming back at home in Comerica. Okay, where is it?
So Foster's third attempt. Oh, and he just clips it with his feet. That was by far his best look at that height. Just unable to get it. But that will wrap up all of the competitive event here tonight. I don't believe there will be a throwers relay being a championship meet. So that will be it here. But we will stick around for the trophy presentation. I think it'd be neat to see these winners get the final scores going on, as we will need the high jump to be officially entered.
Do you want me to?
Boys 4x400 meter relay runners, please make your way to the award stand. Here are the results of the boys 4x400 meters. Seventh place, Adams Central. Sixth place, South Adams. Fifth place, Southern Wells. Fourth place, Woodland. Third place, Bluffton. Second place, Jake County. 2026 ACAC Middle School Champion of the boys 4x400 meters. A time of 4 minutes, 4.37 seconds.
So the 4x4.
Oscar Rundgren, Alex Johnson.
Figure out why.
Titus Foster
Yeah, cut
of
to
Heritage.
the other camera real quick. Yeah. I think. Yeah. Maybe. I think 3.5 hours, maybe seeing where our limit may be.
Let's do long jump first. Long jump.
There we go. All right, so there's the boys 4x400 meter relays. Heritage Patriots being the event winners. Do apologize for the little stutter there on the cameras, but
So he went 5-1. Oh no, wait. He made he made that. So then he went to 5-3. Went from 5-1 to 5-3. Yeah. Because that one he was freaking messing with that. So he went 5-3, 5-5, 5-6.
Boys long jump athletes can make their way near the award stand.
so now we're looking at the boys long jump.
In 8th place, from Adams Central, Henry Michaels. 7th place, from Southern Wells, Rhett Tucker. 6th place, from Bluffton, Bodie Fichter. 5th place, from South Adams, Hector Rangel. 4th place, from Heritage, Titus Foster. 3rd place, from South Adams, Cam Balban. 2nd place, from Adams Central, Leandro Duran. 2026 ACAC Middle School Champion of the boys long jump. 17 feet 5 1/4 inches from Woodland, Boston Gerard.
XXO. Yeah. And then
Boston Gerard being the long jump champion for the Woodland Middle School Warriors. Leandro Duran being second, Cam Bauman third. I think Cam Bauman had quite a night for the Starfires.
I tell you, yeah, well, he came back from the 4x4. They were all gassed. I saw
Boys 200-meter dash runners can make their way to the award stand.
I think I'm realizing how nice of a benefit the high school has at having the 3,200 meter, because you get pretty much 30 minutes of podium opportunities between the two races.
Place from Woodland, Justin Kelly. 6th place from Heritage, Luke Dillon. 5th place.
As now we're taking a look at the boys 200 meter dash.
4th place from Jay County, Fernando Mejia Lopez. 3rd place from South Adams, Aiden Jimenez Lucatero. 2nd place from Woodland, Boston Gerard. 2026 ACAC Middle School Champion of the Boys 200, a time of 25.83 seconds from Bluffton, Davin Dreyer.
And Davin Dreyer getting the 200 meter championship for the Tigers.
Is high jump correct now?
Let me get it complete. I believe so. Let me check this series one more time.
5'6", the mark.
Yes.
Okay.
5'6" is the mark. Yes.
Boys high jumpers their way to the award stand now.
What is?
Here are the results of the boys high jump. In 8th place from Jay County, Aiden Lloyd. 7th place from Southern Wells, Gavin Bieberstein. 6th place from Woodland, Liam Switvikel. 5th place from Heritage, Julius Garrido. 4th place from Bluffton, Wesley Kunkel. 3rd place from Jay County, Carter May. 2nd place from Adams Central, Stanley Eaton. And your 2026 ACAC Middle School High Jump Champion, a high mark of 5 feet 6 inches from Heritage, Titus Foster.
And Titus Foster, it's been kind of his show this past half hour, it feels like, as he did come away with the high jump championship, again, for the Heritage Patriots.
All right. What we need to do is shut her down. Everything's done? Yep. Close out of that.
Here are the final scores in
And
the girls 2026.
now we're getting to the team scores, the final bits of tonight.
19 points. 6th place, Adams Central with 26. 5th place, Southern Wells with 64.
So the team scores here tonight for the ladies.
85.5 points. 3rd place,
In 7th place, South Adams with 19 points. Adams Central in 6th with 26. Southern Wells 5th with 64. Bluffton 4th, 85.5. Jay County 3rd, 86. Woodland 2nd, 109.5. And the ACAC winners for the ladies, the Heritage Junior High School Patriots, with a score of 149 points. So congratulations goes out to the Heritage Patriots. And always a nice feeling of getting to pose with a championship trophy. And there's that celebration. Lots of championships, lots of meet records for the Heritage ladies tonight. On the guys' side, the team scores going as this. Southern Wells, pardon me, in 7th with 39 points. In 6th, Jay County, 51. 5th place, South Adams, 64. 4th place, Adams Central, 66. 3rd place, Heritage, 83. 2nd place, Bluffton, 95. And the ACAC Middle School champion boys, the Woodland High School Middle School Warriors, with 139 points.
Let's make your way to the award stand, and ACAC President Steve Thompson will present with their championship trophy.
And this will be the final time. I think golf still for Coach Thompson to hand out an ACAC championship trophy. Still got boys golf ACAC to go, but and very big thanks to Coach Thompson. I messaged him earlier this week, hey, can we do the broadcast? He says, oh yeah, I'm all for that. So big thanks to him allowing us to do this here tonight. And there you have it again, the girls champion, the Heritage Patriots, the boys champion, the Woodland Warriors. Elliot, you have any final thoughts on this coverage here tonight?
Well, it was fun. I can't really say it was a close meet because the winners in both the men and the women's pulled ahead pretty strongly and held it. But I think what we saw was a lot of good performances and some determined running and jumping and throwing and vaulting from some very young athletes. And I'm excited to see what they do next year and in the future as they enter both their next middle school season and high school.
And Jeremy, how about you? And first time doing some commentary as well. So what kind of thoughts on the meet, thoughts on commentary?
I mean, it was a fun meet to watch. I think it was just good.
It's really all I
just
have
good,
to say.
yeah. You're good. You've spoken a lot. You did a great job, again. I appreciate both of you, Izzy, Combs up top. I appreciate all three of you doing this, and all the other BHMSD TV student broadcasting students going on here. So again, thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully, we can bring you some more action here next school year as these students keep taking this ball and rolling with it here on BHMSD TV. Thank you all for joining us here tonight.
You're watching Bluffton Tigers Athletics on BHMSD TV, brought to you by the Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club. We'll be right back after this break.
Coverage by the Bluffton High School Student Broadcasting Club is made possible thanks to the Wells County Foundation. Thank you for supporting the BHS